Spider-Man.
Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, Comic Book Talk with Friends. We are back for another Monday, man, talking shop, everything that's going on in pop culture, everything that's going on in the cinematic universe, but most of all, everything that's going on with comics. Your host, Leo Rockwell from 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what's going on the channel. Don't forget, next week, man, day before New Year's, album drops. You already know what it is. Vincent Dunn art. That Vincent Dunn album's gonna be dropping. I got the cover art for it. Okay. So yeah, we ready for that, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Coming soon. You already know. Vinny, tell him, man. You gotta let him know, bro. Let him know.
New year, new me.
That's it.
New me. New year. New me, bro. You already know what it is, man. Always, bro. Thank you for being here as always, man. Thank you guys out there for being with us. I'm definitely not by myself. I got the crew in here with me. We got Holiday Bloom in the building, bro. What's going on with you, bro? What's going on with you, man? How you doing, brother?
No, he almost snapped me from existence. We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing because we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing this Monday Eve, y'all? I hope you guys are doing well. Happy holidays, however way you celebrate this week and the upcoming week. Happy end of the year to you. May God bless all of you who are in our chat. God bless my brothers here in the panel. We got a lot to talk about tonight, so I'm excited to be here with you.
Definitely, man. We appreciate you as always. Next up, man, we got none other than Prop Baby. Prop Baby.
And fuck FedEx. Me and all my homies hate FedEx. Fuck FedEx.
Bro, yeah. Bro, after your day. What's going on, Prop Baby?
Dude, man, living life, man. Hawk Wars toys. You know what I got? That I ain't even show off.
What?
Got this bad boy too, man.
Yeah, I got
Wednesday.
I got to open mine, bro.
Sponsorship, bro.
I got to open mine, bro.
This is the fastest thing that I got, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hawk Wars. I don't know if he got some kind of hookup because y'all talking about shipping. Dude, it was shipped UPS, I believe, right?
I told you he gets it there on time.
Dude, I got the notification saying it was gonna get here Saturday, and then UPS played this game. Was like, nah, we rescheduling for Tuesday. And for the first time ever, I was expecting that. You know what I'm saying? But for the first time ever, I think like 3 hours after that, it went back to the original date. I was like, I don't know if this dude got the hookup and was like, nah, son.
No. What he does is he's got a catapult, and he puts your shit on there with extra bubble wrap, and then he sent that down to Philly from the Midwest, and then Philly took it over from there. So yeah, he got a catapult.
It's here now. But man, everything is good, bro. There's a lot of pop culture stuff, man. Finished up that that was last week, right? The Welcome to Derry. Caught that Avatar. I've been trying to catch up with movies. I'm trying to do a top 5 movie list, and I realized I haven't seen F1. I just watched Caught Stealing today.
F1's fire, bro.
I know F1 is fire, bro. I got some fire stuff on the list, man. I was telling y'all about Sisu. Sisu 2 was incredible, man. It was a good experience.
Sisu was good.
Yeah, man. So, just working on that, man. So just feels good to be at home, man, and just focus on catching up on these shows and movies and comic books, man. And just glad to be here, baby.
Definitely, brother. Appreciate you being here, man. As always, man. Next up, we got Mr. Bling Bing. You already know what it is, man. What's going on with you, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, fellas? Happy to be here, man.
My bad, man. My bad.
Listen, It's Monday. I'm gonna try
You
not to say
controlling
that.
them drones right now, bro.
Take that. Take that.
I'm gonna try not to say that today. I'm just gonna try to relax and get
Can't
through
stop.
this one today. Can't stop. No pause. No, I can't do that one. Sorry.
Yeah, Paul.
No. No Diddy oil. No Diddy oil.
No
over
Diddy.
here.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Almost got him.
Nah, but I'm happy to be here with the fellas, man. Hope
Yeah,
hope everybody's having a good holiday.
Yeah,
I hope
bro.
all the kids out there get what they want, what they wish
Yes, sir.
for, man.
Yes, sir.
I love this time of year.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm just relaxing, man. Getting stuff done around the house for the family coming through this week.
Yes, sir, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, I be, man, getting this shit done, but you
Yes,
know,
sir. Yes,
gotta
sir.
make it happen, bro. Definitely appreciate you.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
Appreciate having you here, man. As always.
Mhm.
And last but not least, you already know it is, man. Vincent Dunn Art, like I told you, album dropping New Year's Eve.
Oh,
That's
he
what I'm
got that.
saying.
Is that eggnog?
Nah, it look like water.
This is water tonight.
Oh, this water. Oh, okay. He had the eggnog cup going. I'm like, okay.
That's that.
Yo,
I-
let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all real quick. So we had the Christmas event at Vinny's crib, right?
Mhm.
You know, we had the cookies, of course. You know, the cookies was there, bro. Had everything,
yeah.
all the tremors, everything that was there was, needed. They got fancy with the cookies, bro. You know what I mean? Watch some Christmas movies. But the highlight was motherfucking tree, bro.
Oh, that tree. Yeah, he got some shit on that tree.
No. Jay, I don't think you understand.
That tree's fire, though, bro.
Bro, like every section of the tree is a motherfucking story, bro.
Star Wars.
Yo, he had every Christmas ornament, bro.
That's what's up.
Every Christmas, even the ones they ain't made yet, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Jay.
I saw the Wookiee, the Chewbacca with the chessboard. That's the one I want.
But Jay, hold up. He had a Hallmark version of you. You pressed the button, it was like, my bad, man, my bad.
Oh, I need that.
That's you can call it chicken boxes.
Oh man,
The Jake one of it just says, "My bad, man." You
Nah, you gotta have me
My bad,
telling spoilers, bro. That's my thing.
Yo, you press it, it said two things. My bad.
My bad.
Trash.
Oh,
Trash.
man.
My bad.
That's
Trash.
it.
Trash.
you open up socks for Christmas. You just hear Jay's ornament go trash.
Trash.
Trash. It's trash. But nah, what's
Man, I got the special edition one that says "Go Birds."
Oh, you know
Y'all late. Y'all late.
You saw the back of my chair. You saw the back of my chair. That's what you saw.
Yeah.
You saw that Cunningham jersey in the back of my chair.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just in the Christmas spirit. This has been like a hectic month. My regular job keeps getting tripped up because we keep getting snow. So I apologize last week. I'm part of the problem why we didn't pod last week because I was out doing my thing. We got a freak storm right before we were supposed to go on, so I had to go out. I was doing snow removal, but between snow, finishing leak cleanups, holiday shopping, family events, friend events, cons, Christmas wrapping. This has been a very hectic month. I want to get a shout out to Enabler Rockwell for early Christmas present.
Yes.
Yeah, he gonna bring you
A couple
on.
weeks ago,
This
this man, not so subtly, told me that I wasn't collecting fast enough after my second hot toy with Doom.
Exactly.
And despite the fact that I spent better part of a year planning out a diorama around it and doing all that, it was just like, yeah, that's nice. What's next?
Yeah.
So I see how it goes. So I'm learning.
Now you got to plan another one.
Yeah, man. And so so that future projects are in the zeitgeist, getting ready. So I appreciate that. And I'll be dropping off yours either tomorrow or Christmas Eve. So I had a delay.
I told you. It wasn't even about that. It was about
no. But I
making sure.
I wanted you to have what I got you too. So I'm gonna make sure that you get that in time for the 25th. So I'm just happy to be here with the fellas talking comics, back to doing what we do. And I'm excited, and I have a early Christmas shocker for you, Leo, because I know that you're not watching or trying not to watch the Doomsday trailers. I actually because I have no idea if I really give a shit about what we're talking about tonight. my early Christmas surprise to you is I watched the Supergirl trailer.
You did?
Yeah.
You watched the trailer?
Yeah.
Watched the trailer.
Yo,
Wow.
what's going on with you this year? Bro?
Wow.
You hold on.
Wow. Motherfuckers acting brand new.
You start
Wait,
to get
wait.
hot toys.
Yeah.
Now you watching trailers? Are you sick?
Now let me tell you. Hold on.
Are you sick?
Now wait. Now Leo knows. Leo knows my policy.
His policy.
I
If it's a
don't
movie
want-
that
No, you gotta check his temperature or something.
No.
bro.
If it's a movie that he's
I don't
interested in,
think I want to see it, and you got to sell me on it. It could be
I
something
don't
that I
know.
never heard of, whatever.
Mm.
I'll watch the trailer. I maybe have watched 3 or 4 comic book trailers in my life, and it's all been movies that I'm like, I don't know.
Bro, I don't know. I did watch.
If I
Clone
know
Tyrone.
I want to
Listen,
see it, I ain't watching the show.
I did watch Clone Tyrone real carefully, bro. So I don't know, dog. I don't see that same scar. Let me see if he got that scar. That scar going? I don't know, dog. I don't know,
Listen,
bro. Let me go with a clone.
here's the thing, bro. Like this is the thing. The crazy part about it is with the Doomsday trailer,
Mhm.
it
Yeah.
wasn't really a trailer, but I
No,
didn't
I
have
wasn't
to watch
either.
it. I still haven't seen it,
Yeah, it's a
but I
teaser.
didn't have to watch it to know what the fuck. You know what I mean? I didn't have to watch it because the fucking internet is telling everybody about the shit.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
And if you watch it,
Yeah.
anything that you watch, they're adding shit. They're adding like
Yeah.
AI to it to make it look like it's an
Yeah.
extension of.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have a choice because it's there. You see it every fucking where.
Now, well,
bro.
Avatar showed the official joint. That's all. I saw the little Avatar bullshit.
See, I haven't seen.
Am I correct
Iron
that
Man.
Yeah, but
Avatar?
you
Am I correct that they'll be playing different
4
teasers or
different
trailers?
trailers.
for
There-
Avatar?
what-
I
four
saw
different-
this. I
Get
saw the
people to
Steve
keep going
Rogers
back to
joint.
see it again and again to see new Avengers trailers.
Yep.
So
That's
what
what
they're
they said.
doing is it's 4 different. So they're not even trailers. They're like
They're teasers.
epilogues.
Little teasers.
Epilogues of each individual character, I guess, that they're going to be announcing.
Mhm.
So there's 4 different,
Mhm.
like 3 different epilogues, I guess, or 4 different epilogues, and then it's going to lead up to the trailer that they're saying going to release during the Super Bowl.
But it's
So-
all connected directly to Endgame. So
Well,
it's a direct sequel. That's what the Russo brothers said.
well, the one that they basically played, apparently, so allegedly, or what they're saying is the one that they basically played during, or the first trailer that they played with Cap,
Yeah.
that is going to be the end credit scene to Endgame. They're going to switch it up.
Yeah.
So they're adding an end credit scene to Endgame.
Yeah.
Not
Because
taking
all
away
you saw in the end game at the end was just him dancing with her.
with her. So they're adding
This is
something
a little
additional.
longer. You're going a little past that to them having the
Yeah.
kid and all this stuff, and you'll see at the end of that.
So I want to save this discussion a second
Mhm.
until we kind of get into it, because it's not even about the trailer. It's this thing and this notion that people have in their head currently right now that, mind you, when they say they frame it away so you have to read in between the lines.
Yeah.
The way they're framing it is that Steve Rogers,
It's Steve's fault.
no, Steve Rogers is returning. Steve
Well,
Rogers.
yeah.
They didn't say Steve Rogers, Captain America.
No,
is
they said
returning.
Steve.
They just said Steve Rogers. So now
Mhm.
it sparked a conversation amongst the community that, okay, now y'all motherfuckers is trying to downplay, Anthony Mackie's,
Anthony Mackie's captain.
you know what I mean, Captain America. So it's. I don't think it's that, but of course, people are going to say that with the current climate of the MCU and the
Yeah.
movies
Yeah,
within this particular phase that have failed. So of course, that's going to be in discussion. That's why I want to kind of talk about. I want to get everybody's perspective once we get into the conversation. I want to talk about that. So just keep that at the forefront. And y'all motherfuckers ain't really pay attention to Bloomer's shirt, his sweater. He got a Spider-Man joint swinging to the holidays.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't even see that.
Dashing through the snow on a one horse
That's dope.
open sleigh. Come on, nigga.
That's dope. That's dope. I like that.
Now,
I like
before we get into everything else, Bloomer, I need you. I need you to right now. Everybody grab your eggnog, grab
Oh,
some
downstairs.
cookies, and I need y'all. We're gonna have this little small session. We're gonna talk about this is what we call the bloomer escapades when it comes to FedEx. Please explain people why you said fuck FedEx. Tell them what happened today because the shit was funny as fuck. Please tell them what happened.
I mean, in this newest installment, I guess. Yeah, I ordered from Choice Buying Agent. It was Commander Wolf. I'll get the box later, show you guys. And you know, did the whole dance from China to Japan, and then I think Wednesday night he was in Alaska, and then want to say, yeah, Thursday night he was in Oakland, and then I'm like, okay. So meanwhile, the whole time they already had told me that he was coming, which was today, which was the 22nd. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's not bad. I'm not looking busy that day. Um, so, but pairing with that, knowing that he's much closer than what Monday would suggest, I had just the idea that maybe he'd come in a little, sooner than that, maybe Saturday. So knowing my history with FedEx, the last few times, it's almost felt like they've delivered to everybody but me. I remember the last figure I got with them was, I want to say that was, yeah, it was Japanese Spider-Man. And they said, between 11 and like 4 o'clock. Bro, they took every bit of the 4 o'clock hour. So like 5 o'clock. I'm like, damn, you running into traffic just getting this shit to me at this point. So there was already a trend in my mind when it comes to some of these FedEx packages, that it was going to come late. So I woke up Saturday morning, this past Saturday morning. It said, yeah, out for delivery, but it didn't give me like a time frame. It was still stuck on December 22nd for the time frame, which was like December 22nd today, like 10 to like 2:45 p.m. So I'm like, all right, cool. All right. Seems like it's coming, but I don't know what the time frame is. It just says out for delivery, so I'll just keep an eye out. But I was already just bewildered from the trend that was going. So after I did everything in my morning routine, make sure everybody was good, everybody had their medication, off the dialysis machine, all of that, protein shakes and fucking all of that, insulin shot. I have to do a lot in the morning. So like I'm ready to like lay back down because there's not much to do today. And it's Saturday. I like to sleep in a little bit. And I go to sleep, and approximately 2 hours later, I get woken up, and it's my mom telling me that FedEx had pulled up. I'm like, all right, cool. Which where he at? And she was like, he drove off. I'm like, fuck no, man. I got the fucking
Wow.
keys. I got in the whip, bro, and I'm just like driving around trying to see if I can catch that motherfucker real quick. I'm like, but where he at? Where he at? I pulled up to a couple people. They was outside chilling. I'm like, bro, you see this motherfucker? They was like, he just passed us like 2-3 minutes ago. I'm like, oh shit, okay. He here, he's somewhere around me. So I'm like driving, going blocks, asking another couple old ladies walking some dogs, and they was like, no, I ain't seen shit. So I'm like, fuck it, let me go to the front. Go to the front. They usually like to be in the front. I'm like, all right, cool. Go to the front. I don't see shit. I see some people talking. I'm like, let me go talk see if they saw him at least go past. So I know he's out my park. Motherfucker, I asked these people. They're like, nah, I ain't seen no FedEx truck. I'm like, damn. Hail Mary. Let me just go down to the fucking grocery store where I see these people often because I'm at the grocery store often, at least every other day picking up something. And I go around, I don't see shit. I go in the back of the motherfucking grocery store where the freighters at, where they usually just be chilling at. I don't see shit. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'll take the L, go on home. It's only 5 minutes down the street anyway, so I'm like, fuck it. So I hit a right, and then I'm like, starting to just trying to blow it off. I'm just driving, I'm just trying to blow it off, you know? And then I look straight ahead of me, like at least like 200 yards. I see a white truck. I'm like, shit, is that motherfucker? I get closer, and I know one thing I do like about FedEx is they'll show you the picture of their driver. So I had it seared in my mind what that motherfucker looked like because he dropped off Japanese Spider-Man. Okay?
Damn.
So I get behind the truck and I look, and you know they got them big ass fucking rear view mirrors or side view mirrors. I'm like, that's that nigga. And I'm like, yep, that's that nigga. All right, cool. So he pulls it into this whole other like community, and he's doing left, right. And I'm like, okay, bro, when are you going to just stop? And he finally finds a place, and he parks. I park a little bit behind him, let him go and deliver his shit. As soon as he walked back to the crib, I'm like, "Are you Michael?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Hey, redacted name. That's me. Give it to me." And he was like, "I'm not." And I'm like, "Nigga, you." In my head, I'm like, "Nigga, you lying." I'm like, "Yeah, my door was right there. I can't believe I didn't hear it." I'm like, "Give me my package." And so, yeah, got my package and drove home listening to Young Jeezy. Moral of the story: go get your shit.
That's funny, bro.
Bro, FedEx, they really, you and FedEx is some crazy shit, bro. Like that's some
I don't
crazy
know why,
work,
man.
bro.
And it's only when I only deal with them when I get TVA packages or stuff from Hong Kong. I really don't rarely deal with FedEx unless it's like the only option.
Insane.
UPS, I always be dapping them. I'll be like, "What up, bro? Let's go, baby." You know, say what up. Sometimes they be fucking with me too. I told you about that app, and they be having that truck. Man, Vinny, I be seeing that truck going past my house and shit. I'm like, and sidebar, a little bit past my house is where it's basically where some of the Scientology cult lives. It's a little bit past my house, like 10 minutes from me. And I be seeing them drop off shit. I'm like, man, stop fucking giving it to the weird ass motherfuckers, man. Just give me my shit.
Just give me my shit. That's what it is, bro. Give me my shit. Great story, bro, but the shit's funny, and they need to stop doing that. Anyway, thank you guys, everybody out. Yeah, right.
Hanging up there.
Right? They do, bro. They do. Real quick, of course, you already know, man, Halloween holiday initiative is actually coming to a close. Project Pay It Forward. So this is the last day that we'll basically be doing it. Again, thanks for everybody's contributions. Again, all super chats, everything that we actually get goes towards making sure that families can celebrate, have candy, food, we're basically just arriving with gifts. We're supplying them with coats, clothes, everything that they basically need for the holiday season, man. For real, like I said, it's just this community that we actually do. So even if you don't do it here, man, like I said before, you can go to like your local Salvation Army, Goodwill. You can buy people coats. You can get coats for like $7 now, bro. Like you can get coats from there just to basically pay for. They got some nice shit. Because I'm going to tell you, me and my daughter went thrifting yesterday. We went actually thrifting over at the Goodwill. Benny, the Goodwill over there by Target off of 22.
Yep.
We went thrifting over there, found some dope shit because my daughter loves to thrift. I actually, especially with everything that's going on with my mom right now, I actually found this heel.
Go.
Ain't that crazy?
That's dope. That's dope.
Right? I found this sweatshirt. I bought it. It was only $7. I got it. It says heel. I was like, I wore this today to the hospital, just to show off my mom. Fingers crossed with everything that's going on right now. They said she'll probably be home on Wednesday in time for, Christmas. Get her home for Christmas Eve. There's a couple of things that we got to get through. We're just crossing our fingers to see how that's actually going to work. And if, if she wants to, first of all, if she wants to come home. Because the reason why I say that is she doesn't want to actually have a return of fare back and forth. So what we had to do was actually also order a hospital bed to get home as well, just to kind of
it's awesome.
comfort her while
while
she's there, because she can't necessarily sleep back because again her oxygen levels, they want to kind of make sure everything is
upright,
is upright and everything for her. So hopefully, like I said, we get that situated. Me and my sister have been working hard on trying to get that situated for her. But hopefully we can pull that off. But yeah, man, hopefully she'll be home, because I'm telling you, I am so tired of going down to that hospital, bro, and getting them tickets that you got to keep getting. You know what I mean? You got to keep getting those tickets, and they laminate them Jones, whatever. So yeah, like but it's a process. But I do it all over again because it's my mom, bro. You already know
no doubt.
So it is what it is. But definitely excited about it. And we'll see how it is. But definitely, man, like I said, for the community, everybody out there, I appreciate all the love that we've actually gotten from each and every one of you. She appreciates it. She hears it. So I do, I appreciate y'all first and foremost for that. So thank you very much. Also, got to give a shout out to, of course, you know what I mean? We got the man, on here as well. We got to give a shout out to the places, of course, where we get our collectibles from, starting off with Vincent Dunn Art. Let me update this just to kind of make sure we ain't got nothing new up on the page right now. I think everything is where it is right now, right?
Yeah, it should be new stuff coming. I just been slacking with the updates.
It's all right. You know what I mean?
It's the holidays, bro. You had a little too much.
Holidays, you've been busy, bro.
Little too much eggnog. You're buying hot toys. You're fucking watching damn spoilers and trailers and shit. You're off right now.
I'm off kilter, bro.
It's your bad today, dog.
Yeah, just something's got to give. So
something got to give, man. It's your bad. It's okay.
Yeah, man.
It's all right.
Appreciate the shout out as always. Buy 2 get 1 free on 11x14s at all times. And I'll keep it short and sweet. There's all kinds of cool stuff on here, all different genres. Feel free to give it a look on link to my stores on my IG at Vincent Dunn Art. And the store link is right there up at the top. And whatever you're into, I probably got something in that category. If I don't, commissions are open. Can't promise you it'll be there by Christmas, but it makes a great belated Christmas gift. So feel free to give it a look. And then very shortly, there'll be a bunch of new ads and drops on the site too. I have a bunch of stuff that I've done at Con earlier this month, and that I need to get up on the site. So that stuff will be coming soon. Yeah, man. Okay, man.
Oh yeah, you looked it up and I looked down. I ain't even going. You know what? It's the holidays. I'm not even going to trip. I'm not even going to bug out. I'm not even going to say nothing about it. It is what it is. I'll let it go. It's the holidays. I'm chilling. I'm looking at this sports right now, real quick. I'm chilling. I'll let you go right now. Lucky I look down.
Gotta give a shout out to my man. You already know it is cool ass Ray over there at Underground Figures. That's Underground Ray all day, making sure that you get what you need. No NRD, shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as there when your figure's going to arrive and new figures being revealed. Create yourself an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or a discount code on the figure choice. Hit him up, tell him I sent you, and he definitely got your back. Also, we want to give a shout out to my man. You already know it is Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. Again, coming through the goodness, proud sponsor of everything we got going on at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. On top of that, your one-stop shop for all in-art collectible figures. Hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you as always does, as he has taken care of me. Prop, you as well. Bloomer, you as well. And a couple of others, man. Definitely, he's always coming through.
Man, hey, Ray, follow, la, la, la. La, 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 la.
Hell yeah, bro.
If you know, you know.
You. If you know, you definitely know. He got your back, man. So hit him up as always. Also, we want to give a shout out to our guy, Jacob, over there at Comic Relief, Comic Collectibles. Again, if you're looking for an incredible incredible collectible options as far as 1/6 scale collectibles, but and most of all, also, you can also get the source material when it comes to comics. Hit him up, tell him we sent you over there. He'll definitely take care of you as he always does. Also, we got to give a shout out to Brian Wong over there at Moducase Modu Space. If you're looking for an incredible display option, hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you, man. I got the mono, but you can get a display option of your choice. Tell him I sent you over there and he got your back as always. He's my guy. And also, last but definitely not least, we got to give a shout out to Tina Cruz, El Deluvio over there on Instagram and Facebook. Again, if you're looking to take your figure experience from here to there, hit her up and she'll take care of you as always. So yeah, man, let's just jump on in it like real quick, man. Before actually, no, let me say what's up to the chat, man. Everybody we got in here with us today.
Yeah,
We got
ass.
Malika Mabane, WRNR, Real Negro Radio, WRNR in the building. What's going on with you, Malika Mabane? So glad to have you here. I mean, we got Star Wars Collective in the building. Looking forward to hearing you guys' thoughts on the trailer. Personally, I'm hyped. Let me see who else we got in here, man. We got let's see here, Fableverse Studios official. Hey, what's going on with you? Merry Christmas. How you doing? So glad
a long
to see
time
you.
no hear from, girl.
Yeah, Pedro Lopez in the building as always. Thank you for being here as well, man. You already know what it is. Also, who else we got in the building with us? Ghetto Yoda is in the building. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We got Bruce Leroy's Glow in the building. Thank you for being here as always, man. We definitely appreciate you. We got Kate Carter in the building. What's going on with you, brother? As always, appreciate having you here, my geyser. Who else we got in here with us? We got Amber May, Cookie Queen is in the building. Thank you for being here as always. Appreciate you. Joe Way Out Line is in the building. Out of line. Thank you for being here with us as well, man. We definitely appreciate you. Who else have we got in here with us, man? We got Roach with a jacket in here. Thank you for being with us, man. Host brothers, man. We definitely appreciate having you here. So yeah, man, we got some things to talk about. So, Vinny, did you see any of the Doomsday trailer?
None. I seen stills of Steve, and I just kept moving.
No, they only showing it at the Avatar shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you see the still with the what still did you see?
All I seen is I caught a glimpse of Steve in the picture and I kept moving. So I have no idea the context.
Okay, cool. So we're not going to show it. So here's the thing, and you'll end up seeing pictures. So of course we know Steve Rogers or Chris Evans. We'll just say that Chris Evans is already going to make his return. So we know that, right? Now, here's the thing.
He'll be playing Magneto.
Yeah, right. Here's the thing, and I kind of want to pull this up because there has been this conversation going around. And Jay, I want to start with you on this one because I remember like years ago we had this conversation. And you know, us all being comic heads, we know Falcon's transition to Cap and why it happened, how it happened. But we also know that Steve Rogers did make his return. For a while, he made his return as just Steve Rogers. It wasn't the Nomad.
It was Super Soldier.
It was the Super Soldier, and it was exactly. And then he was also Steve Rogers had a shield at that point. Old man Steve at that point. Now, eventually, we got Cap back, right? Steve Rogers back. So now we have two Caps. We have Steve Rogers, and we also have Wilson, yeah. So my thing is knowing the story, knowing the just the context so far. Are you excited about him returning, or do you feel like others when it's like, are they trying to undermine Anthony Mackie and Sam Wilson's interpretation of Captain America? Well, how do you feel about it? I'm
a little on both sides of the fence. But I know in the comics, Sam and Steve coincide with each other all the time in the comics. They got books together. They go on missions together. They're still best friends, and they get the same amount of respect. You know what I'm saying? But it's us in the cinematic universe that I think that they don't respect Mackie as much as he should get the respect that he has because they don't know the comic book.
Yeah.
But I think I'm on both sides of the fence. I'm happy that they're bringing it back, but then I can see, how people are in their feelings about Mackie, but I don't think Mackie will be underplayed as long as he keeps playing Cap the way he's playing. You can't outshine that version of Captain America either because they don't outshine each other in the comics. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think it'll be good for Captain America fans, man, on both sides of the fence. The ones that like just Steve and the ones that like just Mackie. version of Captain America can both go to the theater and enjoy whatever this movie's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be too much of a overshine on what Mackie's done with the character, but I do know people will have their revisions and fall back on this decision, but I see it as a win-win for the actors and the studios. So I don't see too much of a loss in this. Because I've been reading Captain America for a long time. Both versions of Captain America, where you're dealing with Sam and you're dealing with Steve, and like I said, after the whole Hydra shit, they've been working together and finding other Captain Americas in books. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't see it as being any kind of a dent on the legacy of Captain America from both men's perspective. I think that it'll be good for, like I said, for the actors and for the movie itself. They're gonna make bank with him and Steve together in the same film, both as Captain America. That is gonna be dope. I think it'll be dope. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Prop, what's your thoughts behind it, bro? Do you think it's a, I want to frame it with you. Do you think it's a desperate attempt to win the fans back, or do you see it as a reasonable and an outcome that we kind of knew was going to eventually happen?
Oh, desperate attempt. But they did that with Robert Downey too.
Yeah, man. And I didn't like Robert Downey. It feels desperate because the foundation is already shaky. So I think I would have been excited about it. Now, first of all, because Jay is right, you got the comic book. Like, I know how the comic book works.
Yeah.
But the comic book, and I've made this statement before, dude, it's years beyond our years that this stuff has been developed in the comic book. You know what I'm saying? Versus this less than 20-year history of Marvel. So the cinematic universe is something different. Not everything translates, right? Like, you can read Spider-Man comic books, you know what I'm saying? You can read 10 years worth of Spider-Man comic books, and when you put it all together, it might have been 2 years worth of stories. Does that make sense? Like 2 years might have passed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Or at least 2 years worth of stories. So it's a little different. So with that being said, I was so impressed with those Thanos movies, the Infinity Stones, those last two movies. And one of the parts that I felt good about was Steve Rogers' send-off. Like, I just thought it was dope, yo. You know what I'm saying? And I heard everybody saying he was gonna come back. Yo, you know he's gonna come back. Yeah, never really died. But it's like, dude, that was a cool thing. Just like Logan dying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a beautiful moment like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we just watched his whole history and it ended. It was a happy ending for this character that just went through hell for I don't know how many movies. Been betrayed by the government, been hunted, stood on his own, man. Got the perfect ending, and now you want to bring him back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool. But again, if the foundation was good, I think it would still bother me a little bit, right? But because the foundation is shaky, I lean into what you just asked me, which is this a desperate move? Which is what happened with Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. was announced when some of these other products wasn't working. Even then, when he was announced, it was like a little cracks in the armor, or at least you got this hint of, damn, do they know where they're going next? You know what I'm saying? Now, with this announcement, we know for a fact the foundation is shaky. The shows haven't been landing like they should have. And even to the Anthony Mackie playing Captain America, even the Black Captain America, is the same thing. It's like, we know what he's capable of, and I agree with Jay. They can exist in the same world in the comic book, but the movies and the movie audience already proved that my boy can't even stand on his own. You know,
but you don't think
not my opinion.
You don't think those stories from the comic can correlate to the big screen? I mean,
I don't. So it's a misconception. I don't mind if they do it. I'll cheer it on. If they do it and it works, I cheer it on.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
But
work.
I am such a movie guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie head. If you change a Stephen King story for the film, I'm gonna tell you this. This might even be corny. One of my favorite books that I read series was Anne Rice. The Interview with the Vampire books was
Yeah.
one of my favorites. And I like
Classic.
vampires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Classic.
Dude,
Classic.
when that
Yeah.
first movie came out, everybody
Yeah.
complained, "Yo, they changed this and changed that,"
They changed
and
a
it
lot.
was like, bro, that movie's ill as. That's one of the movie's ill as hell, bro. For a vampire movie, the movie by itself
was dope.
is ill as hell.
Mhm.
But yeah, the book is better.
Mhm.
But the movie, we got 2 hours to tell this story, where the book is a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so I'm such a movie head. I don't mind differences either. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the short answer to what you're saying, I don't mind it. I'm not against it. I don't know if I trust them to do it right, because sometimes you do something where it's an exact translation and it doesn't work out. What's an example? Running Man. Running Man is probably a poor example.
Oh, that movie was
But-
movie was bad, dude.
Yeah, it was bad. You know what the crazy thing is? I watched it with someone who hadn't seen the original and he liked it. He didn't love it.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
but you got those books. That's a Stephen King. That's a short story, right? That Stephen King did. The second movie was probably closer to the spirit of what Stephen King was doing than the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. You know what I'm saying? But the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is better. You know what I'm saying? It goal was different, man. So I don't know. I do think there's some things where when they don't follow the comic book for unnecessary reasons, which happens, I think is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The movie's got to make sense. The script's got to be dope. The movie's got to make sense. There got to be consistency, because not everything is built at this point. It's not built on the world of the comic books. We've been building this cinematic universe as well. So you got to be true to that as well. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Man, long story short, I know this long-winded, dog. It feels gimmicky to me. I'm one of the fools that saw. Actually, I blame Jay, because Jay called me excited, saying he just witnessed the trailer. He just saw the trailer. So I went. He hyped me up, yo. I'm blaming you, Jay.
Told you to go see that shit.
He hyped me. I went and looked for it. Dude, I thought they was whack as hell, bro. I thought it was whack, the ones I found. And then I saw the official trailer and realized, oh, what I watched was a bunch of
with AI bullshit. Yeah,
but a lot of it was completely AI generated, from scratch. It was like the same scenes, but it was but dig this though. When I saw it in the movie theater in the trailer, it almost looked at CG. It didn't excite me, bro. It didn't excite me, man. But I know it's you can't even call it a trailer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Now,
an epilogue.
Mm-hmm. Now, so I don't lean completely on the negative. I do like Chris Evans. You know what I'm saying? I think that Captain America, I do think is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's not the worst thing. Him coming back isn't the worst thing. It's just the desperateness, that feeling of, are you doing this for the right reason, or are you doing this because nothing else is working? So we're going to completely lean on what we know works. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, we're going to do it all in the same movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro.
Well, the Russos admitted there was a direct correlation to Endgame. The whole thing of Robert Downey Jr. was saying that, yes, he is a version of Tony Stark. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're making moves, bro, to get us in the seats, though. I mean,
yeah.
Now Avatar is going to have a different epilogue trailer. I guess for the week, right? Every other week is a different one or something.
Oh, well, it's not so. Ones, but I don't think
I saw the one with Steve, and I think that I went the first week. Then they said this week, I think it's
this week is going to be a different one. But remember, they're not trailers. So don't look at it. It's like, don't look at it as an actual official trailer, because it's not.
Epilogues.
It's just more of like a character. You know.
It's like another way to do the chair thing.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So instead of doing chairs, we go to these little people.
Right. Yeah. And it's showing you the big three are back, whatever. So it's like you're getting little epilogues to get you, okay, I'm going to see this. I'm going to go see it now. I'm going to go see it now.
And there was some exciting possibilities. Like, I don't want to share with the details of the trailer, but but Steve Rogers and the other person in the trailer added excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see
Oh
a
hell
storyline
yeah,
building from that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so I know it can go some places, dog. I don't like that desperate feeling, man. But
And-
all of this can be wiped away. To your point with the trailer and not being a trailer,
Yeah.
all of this can be blown away with a dope trailer.
It also
They can drop a super dope trailer,
yeah.
and my whole mind can be like, okay, I don't care about the money. I don't care about nothing. I just want to see this dope spectacle on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
It also further suggests that everything that happened was Steve's fault. That's why we had Loki, the Loki show right after the Endgame and all this stuff was because we had to explain what happened. And I'm looking at the whole thing now like, damn, Steve really fucked up. He didn't know it, but he fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like it's really letting you know that, you know,
allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
The trailer didn't say that. I think that's the conversation.
But that's what it's for. It's foreboding to me. It's foreboding, letting you know that all this shit happened with TVA and all this shit. Well, TVA was before Steve, but that's why they had the Loki movie right after Endgame.
But like you said, I think the Loki show
explains
goes into it. You know what? This makes man. So it makes some of the shows.
It makes some of the
more
shows
relevant
work
too.
Right.
Right.
So that's why you get it. Like, you know, I think Steve deserved to have that fucking happy ending, bro. But you know, he did fuck up the time stream, and he developed a separate fucking.
You know what? I think there was one person that I believe fucked up the time stream that nobody is talking about.
Who?
Stephen Strange. He fucked it up. Listen, wait. Hear me out. He sort of fucked it up in Infinity War. And I'm going to tell you how he did that shit. Right? Remember, when they basically first landed on Titan, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they landed on Titan, how many possibilities did he see?
1,270,000.
Yeah. He picked the one that he felt as though best fit the scenario. Didn't necessarily say that was the right one. He picked the one that best suited the scenario, where he said he saw all these possibilities and there was only one. Who knows if there was only one? And who knows if that everything that happened was supposed to? I think it was him that employed it, which again, you got to keep in mind, all these incursions have happened since then. You feel me? So just think about that a little bit. I don't think it was all cap, because this was bound to happen because all these motherfuckers went into the timeline. They changed it. It was bound, regardless. Then this is where the Russo brothers, bro. I think there were a lot of plot holes there because they're saying it as long as you basically return them at the exact time. It doesn't matter if it's at the exact time. You change the timeline by interfering, period. You win. Even though you returned it, there were interactions. Even though you returned it, you in that blink of a moment, you created a branch timeline. That also created the incursions, bro. That's
so you're gonna put it on Cap and Steve, or you're gonna put it more on Steve?
No, I'm not even putting it on Steve, because I think the problem it would already started before then. Because you got to remember, it was also fucked up. It was also fucked up because what happened? Thanos from his timeline entered our timeline, and we killed him for a second time in our timeline, bro.
Fucking right.
So you've already created branch timelines at that particular point.
And Steve had to do there was a reason he did what he did.
Who you talking about, Strange or Captain?
Steve, Captain America.
What do you mean, like why he stayed with Peggy?
I mean, it ain't like he leisurely traveled through time just for fun. You know what I'm saying?
But he put everything back. And then when he put it back, everything back, he's supposed to come back. That would have had you would have kept the time stream, the time stream regular. You wouldn't have had no branches. You see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, bro.
But when he decided to stay, he broke off into another branch.
Nah, man, you're right.
There were so many branches curtain. Because I want to get to Vinny though too. I want to hear, Vinny, what is your thoughts pretty much about this whole thing? Like, what do you feel about it?
Get on yo to say
I
you
mean-
hating on Strange, bro.
I'm not the Strange is my. I'm just saying that Strange.
Stop hating.
Strange just minding his own business.
We already hate him in the
But
comments right
no,
now.
because
Don't hate him
bro,
right now.
if you think about it, even in the comics, and we know in the comics, he's made some dumb. I
He's
love
made- he's
Strange,
been a dumbass
but he
in
has
the
made
comments.
some
Yeah.
dumbass
Yeah,
decisions,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And
He messing with.
again,
He's just messing with Strange because he's black.
bro, we've seen it. Because the thing is, bro, like in even different timelines and different versions of himself, Christine over everything else. We already know
Mhm.
that. Her over everything. He's willing to sacrifice everything for that moment or to
Yeah.
change his own. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love Strange, but he's done some dumb shit. Vinny, what's your thoughts about this, bro?
You guys are trying to figure out if the biggest blame with all this timeline messes is Doctor Strange's fault, or if it's Captain America's fault, or if it's Thanos, whoever. The real antagonist, the problem with this whole storyline going into this movie of why the timeline issue is such a big problem. The real villain is Grace Jabari. Because if it wasn't for her, we'd have Kang. And the Kang got But
I'm glad I don't.
Bro,
remember that.
hold up, bro. Where is Vinny at? Where is Vinny, bro? Who is this dude, dog?
I think he's right.
Who
He's making
is
a
this
point.
dude, man? Yo,
if it
quote
wasn't-
Tyrone,
Luke on that
man.
one.
Quote Tyrone. Quote
The
Tyrone,
first-
dog.
the first big saga was about the Infinity Gauntlet, and the big artifact in this saga is the power of a white woman's tears, and it's
Yeah.
the story. The story that we should have gotten, and now they have to try to figure it out without. Well, all right. I feel like I always wanted to see them figure out a way to give Steve another just like coup de grace, like low. We heard it rumored for years that they would do like a Disney Plus show with him returning the stones or whatever. But Jay is right that the comics have definitely not taken away from Sam Wilson,
Mhm.
Captain America, by bringing back Steve Rogers, Captain
Right.
America. They've had them work together, and I think that is something that I always did want to see. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have these legacy characters in Marvel in the comics that had this like unenviable position of trying to bring in new readers with diversification without alienating other old school readers who not even on a racist tip, but just people who just love the OGs. And
Yeah.
like all of us, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think a lot of us want to see Miles without losing Peter. We want to see
Yes, right.
without losing
right.
Steve. And I
Right.
think that the comics, like, they brought in these characters as legacy characters and then had the other ones go away for a while. But all of us know that comics were different.
Yeah.
When somebody dies, it's taking a break from that character. And when there's a major weird story like Shuri becoming Black Panther, like, that's not a forever thing. That's something that's like,
Right.
all right,
Right.
the child was Black Panther for 60 years. We got to switch it up and do something new. That's
Right.
not typically something that's
Exactly.
supposed to happen in the second or third movie. So
Right.
when you have a character like Steve or Tony, I know those characters were around a lot, but their original counterparts in the comics, like before there was any kind of major change to James Rose or to
Yeah.
to Riri, like
Mhm.
those characters were around for decades and decades and
Decades.
decades, and then it was
Yeah.
just like, all right, we gotta switch it up and do something. But in
Mhm.
the films, what happens with these studios is they go, oh, what all did they do in the comics? And then they cherry pick stories that might have just
Oh, I
gotten
hate that shit. I
and
hate
that's
it.
Yeah.
earned. Like they didn't earn those big moments because
Yeah.
like if you have a switch up of a major player, major character before
Mm-hmm.
you really get to like tired of the actors or that character's part in the films, then it's like hold up. We're not done with that character yet. You still got so many more stories to tell before you switch it up.
Right.
I felt
right.
that way with Steve, despite the fact that was just like this beautiful send off. You had the actor who was ready to dip, and you had the death of Tony.
Yeah, yeah.
And all that's different
Yeah.
now because when you kill a character in the comics, it's to spark interest, to mix it up, to try to make it seem like real life. But every reader knows it's cool. Just wait a year, they'll be back. And it's like this wink,
Right.
wink, nudge thing. Like everybody knows that it's just temporary.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the films, you have a whole world of people who have never read a comic, and they aren't used to a storytelling medium where it's just like an unwritten rule that dead people come back with a new writer and a new artist, and you just go about your business. They come up with some silly reason always about with some cosmic reason or some magic reason or some supernatural reason why they came back, and nobody fucking cares. They're just happy to see Johnny Storm back. They're just happy to see, Peter Parker back. They're just happy to see their characters back again, and it's fine. You just move on. Superman came back, and it's fine. You just move on. What we're seeing here now is now they're, and we've talked about it many times with Chadwick, with Robert Downey Jr. They constantly keep doing this thing where they're putting the actor first, IP second, and then when something revolves around that character has to change because of the actor, they make that happen to the IP too. And I always thought, man, kill off Tony, that's fine. Kill off Steve or write out Steve, that's fine. Have them come back with the multiverse or something else. You could recast Steve and have another person from, with we got all these multiverse of madness coming up. We had all these things coming up where you could have used all those instances of incursions. And I mean, they have the perfect plot device for the past 10 years now to bring in whoever that they killed off in without taking away who they killed or wrote off and it being cheap. Because to me, I feel like, all right, you bring Logan or Tony or Steve back after the way you did it as the same actors, it takes away from that final moment. However, if you brought in a T'Challa or a Tony Stark from another planet, it's like, that's not really them, but you get that IP back. And then that's in the stable. I felt like that was going to be a way forward for them to use the multiverse to get something out of it other than clutter and mess. And it seems they've adopted, they've navigated through all this clutter and mess, and they haven't like reaped the rewards of the plot device that the multiverse gives you of plot device of being able to like cherry pick some characters over and be able to use them without a overly complex explanation. You have all these variants of characters, and you haven't used any of those characters to replace the ones that you lost in a way that you wouldn't have to overly explain because you've already explained all those roles. So bringing Steve back as opposed to a variant, bringing Robert Downey Jr. back as whatever they're doing, and instead of, it's just, I feel like they're making it more complex than it has to be. That said, I love Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, whether he's Cap in this or he's just Steve helping out one last time or whatever it is. I feel like this is the kind of this is the vehicle for that, because it's already a fucking desperate Hail Mary with the casting of Doom and everything that's going on. It looks like the Deadpool Wolverine shit where it's just like, let's take the toy box and dump it out on the floor and play with the characters. This, I feel like in many ways, this is for the casual fans, and they're hoping that the hardcore fans who love Doctor Doom just forgives the fact that all the work that Hickman did to set up the Fantastic Four stories and then the Avenger stories and then Secret War to get to where they're going to be starting is going to be lost anyway. So why not do some more gimmicky shit like bring Cap back? I feel like it's going to fit in. Like it's going to fit in with what they're doing anyway. The whole thing is a spectacle, and I think I'm going to go into it looking at it as a spectacle with the emblem of Secret Wars and Doctor Doom and shit that we all really take to heart. And I'm hoping that there's like enough here, this is for y'all moments in there, so that way I'm not put off by the things that they skip over or fan servicey shit that they put in. That I think that I'm just so worried because you look at a Daredevil, Deadpool Wolverine to me was just like, man, who cares about the plot really? It's just a bunch of like fan servicey moments to say hi to old characters, say goodbye to old characters, and blah blah blah.
Right.
And like we'll figure out the story in post. It's how it feels.
Which some of the newer comic books, Deadpool comic books, do that. Like Deadpool can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're right. I hate that the suits might look at this and be like, let's apply that to this movie. Yeah,
that's what's frustrating, because with Deadpool, I don't really hold Deadpool comics or Deadpool stories to any kind of high standard. However, Rail can attest to it. You can attest to it, Jake. Everybody who's been a Fantastic Four or Doctor Doom fan can attest that they don't bring this motherfucker in unless they have a story to tell with them. I think it's one of the few villains that have never been just like thrown in there just because he sells comics.
But that's why they stayed away from him for so long, because you can't just fucking throw Doom in nothing without having a fucking setup or a good story to go with.
They stayed away from him so long because they didn't own him, bro.
Well, that too.
Okay.
But if you got a guy like Doom, bro, you can't just bring him in without having a cemented story, a good story for his ass. You can't do it.
But you know what?
Like you were saying earlier, bro. Like I feel like you said, like they may be cherry picking certain things to course correct because they know that they're in the shaky lane right now with all of Marvel.
There's just little things that rub me wrong, like Robert Downey Jr. posting, like working with Kevin, like coming out with Doom's backstory. Why are you spitballing what Dr. Doom's backstory is?
Hold on.
Yeah,
when did they say that?
He said that. Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, that makes sense though. I mean, because Robert Downey, because that was another thing too. I don't know how this fits in, Vinny, or all y'all.
Bro, I was trying to accept the fact that them boys said that this is a version of Tony Stark, not ours, but a version of Tony Stark as Doom. Now they're cherry picking the fucking life to do a Doom. Come on, bro.
That can still be the case though. I mean, but dude, I was about to say. We were talking about the IP.
We don't officially know what they said though. We're taking it off of, again, content creators that are taking a narrative and using it for, of course, content. So we gotta wait. That's just the way I see it though.
Hey, another thing with these names, Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. specifically, I think too, is they bring leadership.
Yeah, they do.
Behind the scenes as well, like especially Robert Downey Jr. You know what I'm saying? He's been hands-on since the Iron Man movies. You know what I'm saying? He's been part of the consistency. He's been hands-on. This dude's a mover and shaker. You hear about the stories. You know what I'm saying? So these guys are producers. So I do think it's the IP. Even when we think the IP is bigger, when we talk about the T'Challa thing, the IP is bigger than the actor. Except this actor is bringing more than just.
He's definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely later. And I can't front. Sometimes I have to take my geek hat off for a minute and put the business side hat on. And as much as it's not fair, his movies made way more than Brave New World. And from a business standpoint, we're going to look at it as we don't think Sam can carry this, so we're going to bring in Steven. That doesn't necessarily mean we're shitting on Sam and taking him out. But if maybe if everybody went and seen Brave New World and made $1 billion, they wouldn't feel like they had
They wouldn't have had that.
You know what? You're right.
And I think that happens a lot. Like a lot of people bitch about, this, that, and third. But
it turns out
how many people bitch from home and didn't go see that movie and are mad Steve's back now and shitting on Sam.
That's what killed me.
Pirated it. They just waited and pirated it or streamed it and never went to the theaters. It's like,
hey,
y'all got a lot of motherfuckers. They bitch from the couch and never got to see it in the theater.
You can't be mad. Drake's on every.
So how you gonna be mad if you didn't go see it?
You ain't supporting Griselda. You gotta put money where your mouth is.
Who to say the people complaining? I'm under the impression that people that complain probably did go see it though. You know what I mean? It's not
but there's a lot of people, number, bro.
There's a lot of people that want that Captain America gone. That's the reason why it's bittersweet for me. That's why I feel funny about it, because they're delivering to a certain audience what they were asking for, which is, why did you make Captain America black? Why are you trying to make this black dude? Bring back the old dude. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. And I feel like that audience too, the people that are complaining, I think are the people like us that did go see Brave New World. And by the way, and was hoping that these movies would be good enough. Okay, that Brave New World didn't do it, because I'm not hating on anybody for disliking Brave New World, by the way. I enjoyed it, but I'm not naive, yo. You know what I'm saying? If people didn't feel it, I'm not going to tell you.
It could have been better.
But the only reason that we complain about it, the only reason that we complain, I enjoyed it. But the only reason that we complained about it was because you could see the cuts. You can see
where they're trying to fix it.
I complained about it because it was really a Hulk movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It was a Hulk movie.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I like the movie.
Exact beats of a Hulk movie too.
Right.
Yeah. But like, I was hoping to see him. I wanted to see him establish himself more as that Captain America. Yeah. Before you reintroduce. Again, and that's all part of that talk. That's all part of the desperateness too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay,
he can do this all day.
Right, bruh. But listen, with that one, my only complaint was I wanted more interaction with Isaiah Bradley, though. Not with him turning into a fucking zombie and going crazy on the president. You feel me? But they missed that one. But other than that,
but they showed more as an actor. I thought he got to get his shine though.
Listen. I again, there's. Let me address something really quick.
So we need this version of Cap right here. That's what we need.
Let me address something real quick. So
Vinny Rogers.
So Darren, I got to call you out, bro, because there's no doubting the Russo brothers. We're not. I'm not doubting the Russo brothers. They given us like how many? Like almost $4 billion film. I mean, they're $4 billion film.
No, it's not doubting them at all.
It's not doubting them at all because
they're the pros to all this cons.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're definitely not doubting them because again, with them sitting in the seats, they're giving us $1 billion films.
$1 billion film.
And we know that they can give us a formula.
Right.
It's not me doubting the Russo brothers.
Right.
It's me calling out Disney and Marvel for the jump because number one, you knew that when you put out Infinity War and Endgame, that was the end of that line that you knew that you needed. No, you sat back, you got complacent thinking that, okay, we lured these motherfuckers in, so they're going to accept everything that we have. There was no cohesiveness with any of the films after that. So now that you're bringing the Russo brothers, it's not course correcting.
No,
it's not course correcting. What you're doing is you're bringing them in to cover up the bullshit that you gave us the last couple of years.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
Because
now
the last couple of years was planned.
Exactly.
Right.
They're exactly this. They are forced to make changes. They're forced to do things to re-spark the energy for the MCU. And here's the thing: bringing Cap back is nothing new for a comic head because they've been doing that for years and killed him off a few times and brought him back. Every character, right now in the comics, Doom's dead. He's gone. He's dead. We know that they're going to bring him back right before Doomsday is released. We're going to see Doom back
for malaria, but
in the comics. So this is what they're basically doing.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Bloomer, your thoughts on this whole thing, them bringing back Chris Evans. This is something we saw a mile away. We knew what was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, we knew that.
And I'm not mad at it because I want to know what the fuck, where he's been and what's been going on. I really want to know, but what's your thoughts, bro?
Is there any optimism left in the room? Let me try to speak to that corner. No, I'm kidding. Kind of. So when we look at, the state of where Marvel has been the last few years, we can say, for a matter of fact, it has been aimless. It has been just it's left everybody wanting more, or either on one side you want more, you want less. It hasn't been a very smooth ride since Endgame. And I truly believe that this is a time where the Russo brothers, if anything, can help build a foundation for these people to get it right, for it to be clear, for them to not have to make all these movies or not to save them in this type of framing that they're doing. And so I get when I hear conversations about this reeks of desperation and things like that. It makes sense, you know, especially with the Robert Downey Jr. Now, when it comes to Chris Evans, I didn't think that was going to reap too much of desperation because of you have RDJ coming back. Why not Chris Evans? And it was already high rumors once that was announced back in San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So personally, I'm really 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 excited about what the gang getting back together. All of these people who have made the best movies of this genre.
Yeah.
That's true.
These movies are the reason why the other guys were trying to get some shit going.
Yeah.
Literally, these are the reasons why the other guys are trying to get some shit going, and
Yeah.
and they're failing. They've been failing for 15 fucking years.
Yeah.
So trailblazers in that aspect. I just don't want people to lose the like context of like what we have been given already, and to take the blessing that you live in this timeline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want people to first and foremost do that. That's
Yeah.
first and foremost.
Yeah.
And secondly, personally, I'll just say personally instead of secondly. Personally, I'm excited for with the game getting back together. Looks like, and all of these people who have made these iconic movies and have made these iconic moments happen on screen. They're all here right now. And my biggest fear about all of this is that one, I'm just saying y'all motherfuckers as just like I don't even know what the term is, just general. I'm just say general. I'm just saying y'all motherfuckers out there on the internet. I have a fear that you are not going to let go of Infinity War and Endgame, and you already have set yourself up to not enjoy whatever comes out, no matter if it's fucking classic or ass. You're already in a mental state to not take this movie in the way that it should, which is purely. That's what I think. That's what I think is going to happen because one, we have grifting culture anyways, and then the hyperbole that's used on the internet. You already gonna have motherfuckers doing that. Hell, you're gonna have probably like 2% of people saying they hate GTA 6. Like it's just what is going to be, regardless of the quality of content. There's going to be something, even if it's a fucking 80% on Rotten Tomatoes or 90% on Metascore or Metacritic. People are going to find a way. Oh, I don't like what the voice actor believes in. Are they putting it into the game? No. What does that fucking matter? Right?
Yeah.
But people have a problem with that. It is just what it is. It is what it is. And I just think that's just the temperature of the internet and the temperature of society right now. It's just everything's on hyperbole. And when you're in the middle, it's like a boring take. People want hot takes. They don't want just in the middle and like nuanced and explained. They want either side of the aisle. That's what sells. That's what makes clicks. But life is rarely about those fucking hot takes. And for all y'all that's here and married or booed up, hot takes don't really go well in the household. Okay, they don't go very well, especially if you're dealing with a black woman. She's going to grab your hot take and shove it where the sun don't shine.
So I got this feeling, and here's the thing: the one thing I do know and I do trust in is that the only way that for you to make a character or to give a character justice is to put that character in the hands of the directors and the individuals who brought that character life in the first place. The Russo brothers, because of the Russo brothers, we got two characters. The Russo brothers introduced us to Sam Wilson. The Russo brothers introduced us to T'Challa, Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got a strange feeling that for all the wrong that was done within this last, whatever, that the Russo brothers are going to definitely give us a fitting example of what Falcon Captain America or Sam Wilson's Captain America is supposed to look like and will be. So I have full confidence in that.
Yeah.
I know he's going.
They're not going to undermine Sam.
Nah.
They know they're comic heads, and they're dealing with suits, so they know they're going to use so much. But
yeah,
they would never downplay Sam Wilson's Captain America, because in the comics, for you clowns that don't read, Sam is just as big and on point as Steve Rogers as Captain America. So get a book. But I don't see them downplaying him, bro. I think that we're in good hands with them boys, man.
Read a book, you big dummies.
Yeah,
read
you
a
big
book.
dummies.
I want to shift to something else here, real quick. So we're going to shift to this Batman 2. We know that Batman 2 is currently or will be in production pretty soon. And we know that, again, they got a script, they know where they're going to basically go, but they are really starting to introduce some players. Now, there's been rumor that Oscar Isaac is going to definitely be in the movie. They're saying that they're in talks that Oscar Isaac might make an appearance in this film. Who he'll play, I don't know.
Well,
but we also know that Scarlett Johansson is been officially
that's
named.
real. Oh,
yeah, that's real. That's real. It is real. But now we have an idea of who they're saying that she could possibly be playing.
Harvey Dent.
No, she's playing Gilda Gold. It's Gilda Dent. That's Gilda Gold's Harvey Dent's wife, or in the movie, or in the books. So, and it's basically on the animated series as well. So we know that so far, this is what they're saying that she will be playing in that film. Prop, I want to start with you on this one, man. What's your thoughts?
Bro, I was hoping she was going to be playing the Beaumont chick, man.
The Phantasm,
man.
Because she should have been Phantasm, not the Dent wife. Like, that's
bro.
That's a waste.
You know what? But I'm still learning, because I watched the Batman again yesterday.
But she might end up being Two-Face. You never know.
Nah. I don't think he'll go that far, dude. I think I'm still trying to get a feel for the tone, man. That movie. Well, I got the tone of that movie. It's hard to determine where it's going to go next. You know what I'm saying? Like the Gilda Gold feels more realistic, though. I think the Master of the Phantasm thing would work. You know what I'm saying? This news kind of fits this movie probably more. But just on the surface, dude, I think having this level of actress attached to the movie makes it interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think his casting, going back through it, dude, the Catwoman casting, even Batman, the Alfred, you know what I mean, being played by my boy that voiced Gollum, right?
Yeah.
It was an interesting cast. I think all of them brought their A game. They knew the assignment. It fit the movie. I would love to see what this. Yeah,
I love the Batman, bro.
Dude, it's a dope film, man. Yo, and it's one of those things. I won't argue with nobody because it's a specific tone. When I watch it with my parents love Jack Nicholson. They love that Joker. They love the spectacle Batman movie. You know what I mean? So there was my dad did not like. And I went back and watched some 66 Batman and can understand why. My man had a gadget for everything, right?
The shark pellet. Come on, dude.
Yeah. So my dad didn't even like the fact that Batman got punched, like period, in the Batman. My dad flipped out. So I get that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was a good movie. It was a good movie. They established the world. They got some other Batmans that's supposed to be coming out. Alternate version. So, dude, I like this world that he built, man. And I do think that she adds something serious to it. You know what I mean? She's a serious actor.
She's a serious actress,
somebody,
bro. And
and she's got a connection to the geek world too. You know what I'm saying? Like she's I don't know if she's as much as one of us, but she's got one foot in that. You know what I'm saying? Even before the Black Widow thing, she was known in our culture, but some of the movies that she had done and some of the people she's been around, man. So, dude, I think it's interesting, man.
This character announcement for her is official. She's gonna be Dent's wife.
We don't know yet. I mean,
we don't know yet.
They haven't made the official announcement, but this is what people believe.
She's in talks of being in the movie.
Yeah. Well, she's in the movie.
It was finalized.
It's final. We just don't know who she's playing.
Yeah, I don't want her to play that.
Real quick, got my baby girl in here. Can't wait to see. Wait for Batman. Also, really love the show. They did an amazing job. So we got my daughter in the building. Love you, baby. So glad to see her here. Here with us.
I do hope that Batman walks a little faster or something. My man was moving slow as hell in that movie.
Yeah, he walking around like Jason, like he's trying to hump somebody. Like, what the fuck? Batman's fast. Like, what are you doing?
Like, man, if you don't get your ass across that room.
Yeah, like if you don't get over there and fight these motherfuckers, you walking all slow. What the fuck?
Jason, tell us how you really feel. Did you not like the Batman, bro? Did you think it was trash?
Remember, I saw it before all of you because I had.
Did you think it was trash?
You seen Superman first too? I don't.
Yeah, but I thought it was okay. I just didn't like. I didn't like certain part. I didn't like how he treated Alfred. I hated how he treated Alfred. I hated that. I hated.
But they addressed that in the movie though. I even like that. They addressed that.
Yeah, but I still didn't like it. Fuck that. I didn't like how he treated Alfred. And motherfucker, I'm taking care of you since your parents died. You treated him like shit. Like you fucking. But
he was like, "You're not my daddy."
yeah. Like what the fuck? Like okay, do it yourself then, bitch. But I didn't like the part at the end when he was fighting, and he used the venom or the Bane juice and got hype. Like, oh come on, like. That's the only two things I really didn't like about it. Everything else was it passed, but I liked it. But I had my gripes with it. And I'm kind of upset. So Catwoman's gone. Period. It's like she's in Blue Haven.
Well, she left. You know, people are complaining about that, but that's
she went to Blue Haven.
Yeah, give her a movie. I hope she comes back. You know what I'm saying, for a third film, but it's not.
I don't think they're gonna do her right, bro.
If they replace her, I won't like it. If they replace her, that's different.
If they replace her, I'm gonna be pissed off because he was a great.
That's how they making it sound.
You're not replacing her.
Okay.
I don't believe that they're placing. Put it this way.
They just put in
just like any other movie. She's just not in this movie.
Yeah,
she's just not here because remember she did leave. So she's just not in this movie. So they're just giving certain characters room to breathe and bringing in other individuals that serves a different story. I mean, I'm okay with that because we don't need to see the same character in every movie all the time. Nolan never did that. You know, we don't necessarily need to see it. Like there's always the evolution. Even back in the day, we didn't when we got 89 Batman and we got Batman Returns, like, we didn't
too many villains. Yeah.
Vicky Bell didn't return. You know what I mean? So she didn't come into the second.
I feel that's because he busted left. But that thing about the Vicky Bell thing was just come on. You told the women who you are, and then you don't see her again. Come on, Bruce. That was dumb.
Yeah.
But okay.
Tim Burton had other movies to make, baby.
I guess
we'll see. Vinny, what's your thoughts on this, man?
You think she'll be Holiday?
Ooh.
She could be Holiday. I want her to be Phantasm. Yeah. She'd be perfect for Phantasm, bro. The martial arts skills she already has.
They might be playing off the Long Halloween story where she's fucking serial killer.
Exactly.
Why she would take a role like this, because it seems like why is she taking an extra type of role?
Right.
This is pretty low key for someone who's at pretty much
exactly.
She's an A-lister. She's an A-lister,
bro. So maybe the fact that it's like crime noir, gritty, and she gets to play a villain, which is kind of unusual for her. Maybe that's something that has intrigued her to the role, because I don't know, it don't make sense otherwise, like that she would just take this role just to be her, Two-Face's wife. It seems
right.
Even to like
it's
just
a waste.
Even if she really loved the first movie and she really wanted to be a part, it seems too small of a part for her to take. However, if they play into that, then that's cool. To me, though, I don't know if if Harvey Dent and the Two-Face story is somewhere I would really like to see them necessarily go with this, because Nolan revisited Two-Face, and I know I don't want to be that guy who says, "Oh, okay, a new director, new reboot,
Yeah.
can't ever use the villains from the previous people." Like I don't
Mhm.
want to be that, but we have seen it multiple times. Whereas I would love the rumors to be true that maybe we'll be getting like Freeze or somebody, because we've never seen
Right.
Freeze done in live action in a serious tone.
In a
We
right
want
way.
him
Yeah, yeah,
funny
yeah.
tone. Well, whereas we've seen a serious Two-Face, so we've got
Mhm.
that. So,
Right.
but at the same time, Two-Face is super important to Batman. So,
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
Harvey Dent is dope. Would be, you know what I
Harvey
mean? So
Dent
Harvey
is-
Dent
Yeah,
would
yeah,
work
yeah.
in this
And it
world
could be-
perfectly.
and it could be where Two-Face ain't in this, they're just setting shit up. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent could just be in it, and it's all could be long game. Now, part of what's frustrating about this is a methodical, plotting, deep, layered franchise just off the strength of the first one, just off the strength of
Yeah.
how they did Penguin,
The
and
Penguin,
and we're getting these movies 5, 6, 7 years apart. So I don't know
Yeah,
how many layers you're gonna set up to do shit when your movies are getting released 5, 6 years apart. So
Right.
I don't know, but
And will they acknowledge that, right? Like, is it going to be right after the Penguin, or is this going to be 4 or 5
Right.
years later? You know what I'm saying?
like, are we going to
Make a big
see, is this Batman year 2, or are we going to see him now
Yeah.
getting busy because he's been doing it for 6 years? So
Right.
I don't know, but I think I doubt she takes this role if it's not something worth their time. So I'm excited to see what she has in it. She gets sometimes like a bad rap for being kind of like
Woody Allen's friend.
Yeah, like I don't know if she's as
stupid
well
as hell.
respected as she.
That's
should
what
be.
I need. That's what I need
If
right
she
there.
wants to be serious, she can do.
Right.
she can do
Right.
something
Right.
good. So I'm excited to see what she's got going on. I think everything about the tone of Matt Reeves' films and how he did Batman, like I don't think that necessarily. I think he would elevate even somebody who's just a generic actor, unless
Right.
that's intentional. Like I personally didn't like Paul Dano's like Riddler and that, but like that was what they were going for. That wasn't
Right.
because
Right.
he couldn't act. That was supposed to be what he was like. So
Right.
if if she's in this, I'm sure it's something that's going to be worthwhile. So I'm excited.
You know what? And that's funny.
Wait, hold up.
I
But
think-
you enjoyed that rendition of Riddler?
Hated
He
it.
said he
That was the
didn't.
worst part.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about to say.
But you know what? I
That's
thought-
what I mean, though. But it was intentional. It wasn't like
fit
he
that
was
movie,
talking.
though.
Right.
Yeah.
Mixing him with Elliot with Hush was whack
Yes.
to me. So I mean, Hush is a fucking monster, and he's a problem.
To me,
Right.
Batman had only two like real flaws. Is I also agreed I didn't like his like he was an asshole to Alfred. It just didn't make sense.
It didn't make
Like,
no
I
sense.
didn't like his Bruce Wayne, but in my
Right.
head I was just like, all right, most Batman movies he has to get better at being Batman, and this might
Yeah.
be like
Yeah.
he has to get better at being
And being
Wayne.
Bruce.
Like he
Yeah.
hasn't
Yeah.
figured out the
That's-
walk two lives thing where he
Right,
throws people
right.
off by being a playboy and all that shit.
Right.
So I think the future movies they'll show him doing a better job at not being Batman, because
Yo,
all of us know
Vinny.
here that's who Bruce Wayne is. Like Bruce Wayne is the secret identity. So like
Bruce Wayne's a mask.
it's the mask. Excuse me, Bruce
Right.
Wayne is the
Dude,
mask.
right.
So like
Right.
part of the mythos is maybe him getting to figure out how to better pretend to be Bruce Wayne, because clearly this Batman just knows how to be Batman and he doesn't know how to pretend to be something else.
Bro, and you said
Yeah.
clearly, 100%. The movie, that's why I say, after watching it 1,000 times,
Yeah,
that was actually, even the Alfred thing, you say it don't make sense. It does make sense. It just makes Batman, because I understand even when Jay said I don't like it, it just makes Batman that what Catwoman called him. Obviously, you grew up rich. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the movie did it to me. It did this thing where, yes, he's Batman. Yes, he's tormented, but he still grew up privileged. He just grew up without the privilege of having parents. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So there was
Yeah,
this little bratty thing, and he did learn his lesson. It was on his own. It didn't make sense, but it's all character flow. Once you see Alfred
But-
in the hospital, how it affected him.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
I
You didn't, but you didn't
It
learn
doesn't
how to
make
respect
sense
the man
as
till
a
he almost
Batman
died.
fan. I should say
Well,
more.
I know
I should
it
say.
sucks. It's a narrative thing. You know what I mean?
I
Like when
should
you
say
ask
more-
that,
it
that's
makes sense in the context of the film, but to me as a Batman fan, I've never
right.
seen
Exactly.
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 with
I've
that.
never
So that was
seen-
new to me that I had to adjust to. But the
Right.
the Paul Dano shit with the screaming and the whining and all
Yeah.
that shit, that was not
Right.
Yeah.
for me.
It
That
was
not-
weird. It was weird, dog. You know what? And anytime you see a character doing something like the Riddler, I guess I got to see more of the world. You know what I'm saying? I got to see more of the world because you see in the Riddler doing something, acting overly crazy, and there's other characters, there's other Batman villains that's like I can see that villain doing that more than I can see. We're used to seeing him calm and collective, but again, that internet dude that's on the internet, it fit someone who's
That
not
part was fire.
not stable
That's what
because
was
of
frustrating. Because the mask, the creeping when he's Riddler and the internet shit,
Right.
it was a great
Yeah.
take.
right,
I just
right,
didn't
right,
like
right.
in the interrogation
In the prison, yeah,
That out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then to have a macrocosm of having Elliot and the Riddler be the same person. That kinda
but you know what? That's that thing. See, that's where that comic book. When you know they're not going to, because it wasn't just there. There was other elements that they took from
But
Hush.
if they
that wasn't even
wanted-
just
rare
Riddler,
time.
right?
they took a
I will
lot.
say this,
They took
it's
a
a
lot
rare
from Hush.
time. It's a rare time where I didn't mind them cherry picking the story because I wasn't the biggest fan of the Hush storyline. Thought it was weak.
Right.
What?
It was just
Oh,
yeah.
the Hush
Look,
storyline
Jay.
was
Here's why you
fire.
think it was dope. Jim Lee's art. Take Jim Lee's art
Jim
out
Lee.
of that book and have that the first time you read it with somebody just normal.
Well, and it's something
I
we
can't.
ain't seen
You know
before.
what? I can't
That
read
ain't
the
the
book
first.
without.
That ain't the
Jim
first
Lee's
time
art
we
in that one.
we ain't seen that concept. Bane was half a step behind that. We saw that we're gonna
Yeah.
unravel Batman's world. We've seen that concept before. You know what I'm saying? But
Nah, but
And again, and I saw
the
elements,
Hush
'cause
thing was
even-
more. But see, the Hush thing was more personal because Elliot was Bruce's best friend as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what
right.
I'm saying? They came up together as kids after their parents died. The only difference was Elliot killing his parents.
But we also talked about how they always start with the last dope story. Like we got years of Batman. Do we really want to touch on Hush? Because we look at it
That's
with
why
James
Court of
Gunn doing
Owls
what
is-
he's doing.
That's
I
why
think
Court of
it's-
Owls is sketchy to me too, because that story is phenomenal. But part of why it's
Yeah.
That's true.
phenomenal is
That's
it's been
true.
going on all this time.
all this
right?
time, and Batman
Yeah.
never
Agreed.
knew.
That's
Court
what's
of
so
Owls
dope
was
about
going
Court of
on
Owls.
for
If
centuries.
Court of Owls
in
had came
Gotham.
out in the 50s, it
Right.
wouldn't have hit like it came
wouldn't
out
have
in
hit.
the 2010s.
Right.
Right.
It
You
was
need
just
that
so-
history. Yep.
It was so impressive because it was like, imagine you never even heard the term Illuminati. till
Illuminati.
now.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
and it's been
Yeah.
around for years.
And the Court of Owls been in
Yep.
Gotham for centuries, dog,
Yep.
which is
Right,
crazy.
right.
and the players and how well connected
Right.
people that he's close to are
Right,
part of
right.
it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Bruh, it's like the
it's-
Court of Owls trumped the Illuminati.
but see, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying, bro. Like the Court of Owls is a story in its own that can't be
Yeah.
convoluted and mixed with any other story.
you can't cherry pick that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's frustrating about because I love the Court of Owls story, but it doesn't make sense with with a young Batman. It makes sense
Right.
after he's been doing
Right.
it forever.
Now they even try to cherry pick that and put it in this movie too a little bit too with Court of Owls. I'm like, what?
Yeah, they would-
Wait a minute.
Well, no, they
It's an element.
they
They
teased
teased
it. There were
They teased
elements, but it wasn't
Yeah.
anything that was kind of set in stone.
Right.
But they were
right.
giving you like,
Right.
okay, it's there. We're just
Right,
letting you know
right.
that it's there. There's
All-
signs and
all the
imprints
rich people
that
in
is there.
Gotham are
Because here's the
connected.
thing, because
Mhm.
even Matt himself said they're not touching Court of Owls right now.
Good.
They
Because
can't.
that's something that he already said that they're not going into that story right now.
Yeah,
That's
can't.
the
They can't.
deal.
Bro,
Yeah.
he got
Yeah.
2 more movies, if that. You know what I'm saying?
But
This you
if-
got to think too. Matt Reeves, these movies aren't Batman movies that he's going to be making for 10 years.
No.
He might. We know he got one more. They might
Yeah.
give him another one
Yeah.
after that. You know what I mean? It might be
Bruh.
3 of these things.
But if you
So-
want to go out with a bang in the second one, to
Mhm.
have her as Phantasm, bro, would be perfect.
Oh,
The chicken.
you know
But,
what,
but if they
for
tell,
Holiday,
here's the thing, bro. If they tell that story, the reason why I'm saying it, bro, because again, these aren't stories that I hate, and we talked about this just a few minutes ago, is when you're taking pieces from different stories to create your script.
too. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
has to be just a story. It can't be something where you're just taking bits and pieces and throwing it in. No,
yeah.
this has to be its own story.
Well,
and
look what
do
he
it
did.
that way.
Well, look what he did. Let's map out everything. He sent Catwoman out of town. Said she wasn't coming back. You know what I mean? He said it was going to be a villain that we haven't seen on the big screen before, right? The Penguin TV show. They said that they did that TV show because they weren't going to have time to focus on Penguin in any kind of big way in this next movie with the idea they had. So I feel like just those three, and that's very minimal, but those three things point to what you just said, Leo. I think he's trying is the movie almost we could tell a whole different story where the other movie ends because it was really a self-contained story, except for the flood. You know, just watching it was like you had this flood, and Batman commentary says something about, you know, they're going to be trying to take over. It made it seem like that was the direction they're going in, and maybe. But ultimately, it was a self-contained movie, and they could start from scratch, especially being that it's 4 years? Won't be out in the movie until 5 years after the last one. You know what I'm saying? I think they've given us a clean slate. We'll see if he takes advantage of it, though.
Yeah. Well, I hope.
You gotta see, bro.
I hope.
See, dog.
I hope. Bloom, I'm glad you're back because I kind of want to dip into this story. Did you got a Christmas sweater on your cat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a cat.
What the age?
Yeah. I think she's like 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's on the naughty list.
Okay.
This is Gwen Stacy. Say hi, Gwen.
Okay.
I mean, it's Bloomer, man. He always playing with some pussy, so you already know, man. It's Bloomer, bro.
Spider Cat.
Playing with it too much.
So I want to go into this, man. Okay, so first off, Vinny, what have you read?
I think everything on the docket.
Okay, so you have read Ultimate Spider-Man 23.
I'm current. Yep.
Bro, this book was vicious as fuck.
It's kind of like a big like you thought this was gonna be around a while. We're gonna make you even more mad that it's about to go away.
That it's about to go away, bro. Like
yeah.
This book, like, here's the thing, bro. Ultimate Spider-Man. It's like, this is what makes me mad. It's a gift and a curse. This is what makes me mad about this run. This run is so good. Why? It's like, we're getting it now, and it's been good. But why are we just getting it now? Like, why are we just getting it right now? Like, why is it that it's like, bro, like, I'm tied up. Like, I got to go through a maze, and I see the gold at the end of the tunnel, bro, and I'm right there, and I can see it. It's shining and everything, and it's right there. It's for me to take, but then you just take it away from me at the end, bro. And that's what I feel like they're doing with this, bro, because this book has been so fucking good, bro, and it feels like right now, it's about to go away.
It don't feel like it. It's about to go away.
I don't feel like it.
It's about to go away. Like, literally, bro. Whereas you have the absolute universe that's there. And who knows? We have DCKO, we have the absolute, but with this, it's just like, okay, the maker can be here next week.
It's the craziest audible of all time. I can't believe they're ending it. I'm sorry, Bloomer was supposed to go. My bad.
Because I want to hear from you after this. What's your thoughts, bro?
This is the support. This is a therapy session. Get it all out. About just the thoughts of just this comic ending, or just this.
Just in general, just the book. Let's just talk about the book. We'll talk about everything else. But where you are.
This is really kind of the shit hitting the fan. If you remember last time we left you, Doc Ock was having a conversation with Richard. Richard takes off to get up with Black Cat, his version of Black Cat at least, to infiltrate Fisk Tower or Fisk compound and implement a virus that will allow. I forget exactly what the virus would do, but the virus is highly beneficial to the Spider Team, let's say. And we start this issue off with Mary Jane interrogating Otto Octavius about where's Richard, what did he do? And really in a smug, matter of fact way, tells her, I basically led him on to go ahead and go over there and do that for us.
Yeah.
And so, as any mother would, she freaked out, and obviously, Spider-Man gets on the case. So, while Spider-Man is in transit, if you will, um, we see this showdown between Mr. Negative and Wilson Fisk. And, if you remember from several issues ago, we got the real explaining of this universe's Mr. Negative and his origin with his story. I mean, with his sister. And then you have Wilson Fisk, who's basically, being put in place by the maker himself to govern over New York. So you have these two people who have been on the clash course for a while now, and now it's finally the time for them to throw hands for real. And that's when Spider-Man breaks in and breaks the party up, looking for his son, but his son is actually just now getting there, so he's early, and now he's jumping in and fighting these two guys that he doesn't really have too much experience with in terms of fighting against them. He's had a couple skirmishes in this comic, but in this issue, in this line, but it hasn't been anything extensive as Spider-Man in the mainline comics. So there's like an air of like um, intensity. There's an air of like intrigue. There's an air of like anxiety because you just really don't know. You really, like you kind of going in like, is this Spider-Man about to get his ass beat?
Mm-hmm.
It's highly possible. He could.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And again, it just goes to credit Jonathan Hickman and his ability to create plot threads
Mm-hmm.
and have those plot threads kind of hang in the background as you watch an encounter, watch a fight, observe a conversation. He's just so well versed in being able to set a scene, set a mood, or set a scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so many beautiful things happening in this issue alone. It really ends on a cliffhanger in terms of if um, if they've got Spider-Man in the corner or if they don't. So I'm really excited to see with this last issue, which I think will be in January sometime. I'm really excited to see what that is going to bring because man, oh man, uh, this is just one of the sparkling examples of what great storytelling and how reimagining such a classic and iconic character such as Spider-Man uh, can have when it's in the right hands or can be done when it's in the right hands. So I'm just really happy. And another added bonus to this is it seems like although people do still have their reservations of maybe the suits and the designs, um, I'm getting a sense of people enjoying what they're getting out of regular the Amazing Spider-Man. Um, Miles has his own suit, a new suit. Peter has his new suit. And they seem to be somewhat at odds with each other in
Mm-hmm.
the radioactive Spider-Man comic that's happening right now. Um, and it's a lot of great stuff out there. They're trying to do this thing with Miles. I know this is a sidebar, but give him this nickname. What do y'all feel about that nickname that they're giving Miles? A spin? They've used it before. I'm always going to call him Miles, but I don't know. I guess they're trying to give him some sort
It's
of
stupid as shit.
identity, but it's really just like rooted out of just like being nervous about how people feel about that. It's really not like Spin is not rooted in anything that he really does. Like honestly,
Swag spinning kind of
shocking
work.
spider, like or electrifying spider would be something, something else. Some moniker to the spider man would be better uh, if we were to even go that route. But he got bit by a radioactive spider. He has web cartridges. He's able to cling onto walls, run up walls. He's Spider Man. Then that's like kind of the end of it. Like you got a problem, you got a problem with yourself, and we know who you are. But at the end of the day, man, I'm really enjoying where the whole general um, health or general spot of Spider-Man comics are right now. Because it seems to be at a spot where you can find some places that are current that are that are telling meaningful stories, interesting stories, and doing something different with old or reoccurring characters, as we saw with Norman Osborn taking on the moniker of Spider-Man a couple months ago. So again, there's creative things happening, and they're being done tastefully. We've been saying there's creative things. You could say there's been creative things happening for 20 years, but not a lot of them are, done tastefully or done creatively enough, which makes a splash in the community. So really happy about Ultimate Spider-Man. If you haven't checked this book out, I don't know what you're doing. Um, you can get it on digital through the Marvel Unlimited app. They are unlimited. They're unloading those at a glacial pace. Or obviously, like we always encourage here, is to visit your brick and mortars and support them in your local town or whatever town is neighboring to you, because that keeps our hobby going stronger and continues. It keeps us going, man. Period. Like we need those shelves to be picked from comic book readers.
Yeah, hell yeah. Vince, what's your, Vinny, what's your thoughts, bro? Because this, again, knowing what's to come, and it feels like we just got one final book.
Yeah,
left. There's one left.
It's weird. It's a testament to Hickman because he was, from what we've heard from Dennis Kemp, is that he was planning to be done after the 24th issue, but he was supposed to be setting shit up for the next writer. So now he's put in a position where he has to wrap up the book, all together. And it's a very odd, reading it with that information. It feels like that's true and not true at the same time, because it feels like a lot of stuff is culminating, but yet it feels like it's culminating in a way where this book could go on for another 100 issues. It doesn't feel like we're about to wrap it up here, but at the same time, everything does seem to be ramping up action wise. The book obviously excels at prose and and world building and fleshing out characters, but at the same time, this book has so many plots and subplots going on that seem to be nearing not necessarily a finish line, but like a climax point. So it's odd because it seems like he's just very successfully managing that transition of switching it to handing off the baton to crossing the finish line himself. But it's very frustrating because these moving parts are so well executed. The Mr. Negative storyline and Kingpin is incredible. The Mysterio transition from instead of just wrapping up to becoming a new entity is phenomenal. Even Richard, like that alone, I would read a whole Richard comic. It's
by itself. Yeah,
good. It's so good. Like he's such a untapped character. There's so much like the suit is just fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he has this like really really interesting sense of wonder, intelligence, but
Mhm.
yet also naivety
Yeah.
that makes it so interesting because like he's brave, but he's like a Harry Potter. Like he has so much power, he's brave, but he also doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Nah.
If
And
if
it's sort of
if,
like the
if
suit.
Marvel
The
doesn't get
suit.
Chichito back on Spider-Man somehow after this, it will be a tragedy
Yeah.
if
This
they don't
is
get that man back to pencil here. Like,
Yeah.
it's the suit because the suit to him, the suit is like a Jarvis to Tony.
Yeah.
Whereas the suit itself is its own sentient thing
Right.
that has to also reassure that yes, he's under my protection, but at the same time, like I have to decide what I'll allow him to do and what I want him to do. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
babysitting him.
yeah, yeah,
Babysitting him. It's
yeah.
like which is such. I don't know. It's very interesting. The Doc Ock shit is extremely interesting because it's like he's not really a villain in this one, but he's not really a hero either.
Nah,
He's in between using tech for his own goods.
for himself.
There's just so much interesting movie parts in here, and obviously Hickman gets so much of the credit, but like Bloomer said, Cuccioli's art is just out of this world. It's just beyond out of this world, and I think that is just a super home run for everybody involved. I think the one good thing that might come from it being wrapping up is it'll be one of the most recommended trades of all time if you want like a finite Spider-Man story that people could like that people will recommend to people.
Yeah.
It's like go read, Hickman's Ultimate Spider-Man, as opposed to like it could be kind of maybe intimidating to read like Bendis's Ultimate Spider-Man where there's 100 some issues, whereas you could say, hey, go read Ultimate Spider-Man by Hickman. It's 24 issues and it's absolute fire. So that is one positive, but it's very concerning and bittersweet that this will be wrapping up. Like I get it in context. I mean, Maker's supposed to be coming back. You said 2 years. Here it is. But it's so fucking good, and I really, I'm really bittersweet that it's going to be ending because it's very cool that they're sticking to like an intentional storyline instead of milking it if they didn't really plan that. But at the same time, it's so fucking good. I can't believe they didn't just say, nah, keep that shit running, man.
Yeah, that's the difficult part to me, is that it is a good story. It is something that literally they can capitalize on, and because again, like to me, ASM, like and we talk about it, it has been like a sort of like a hit or miss type of situation because ASM is good, but sometimes the story drags a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't know where it goes at some point and where it is and where it was heading in that direction. It was like, put it this way, Imperium is over.
Yeah.
And we knew that that's why they were setting that up, but now they're forced to go in a different direction with it. With what Ultimate, we knew where it was going and what was supposed to happen at that particular point.
Right.
So now and it just makes for such good material in pretty much all the books. But why they're choosing to go this route, it is what it is. But I'll just leave it there. It's I can't wait to the next book. The shit is fucking phenomenal, bro. Like literally when they figured out, okay, we whooped his ass. All right, let's move on to the next. He's like, nah, I ain't done. It's sort of like, okay, I'll let y'all play, but now I ain't done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was getting his ass handed to him, but he's like, yeah, nah, I ain't done. I'm not done. So
it feels like he's on some like Goku shit.
And you know what it feels like though, Bloomer? I believe it feels like in this next book, we're going to get the version of Peter that we've wanted in the known universe. A Peter that knows that his son's life is on the line. that
Right.
knows that there's a lot going on right now, that knows his family's lives on the line. We're
Right.
going to probably in this next issue get a Peter that does not hold back.
Yep.
Hey, listen, something might happen where he might feel no need to hold back.
Exactly.
And that just raises the anxiety, the intensity, the drama here. So, again, like I said before, I'm all in. And like you had just said, like it is really sad that this can't continue. We do know that there is some sort of like probable silver lining here. We'll see once this is done and what that may lead into or out of. So I'm hopeful that we'll see him crash into the actual ultimates, or they just say like they just call it like just ultimate incursion or something where it's just the actual like everybody in on it fighting forces of the making. Like I don't know how they're gonna frame the actual final arcs of the story that they're telling. But I'm really excited to see how this turns out. It's going to be this one for sure. It's just another feather that Jonathan Hickman can put into his cap already. We're about almost done, so I think that's so fair to say. But I could have told you that like fucking issue 2, issue 3. Like, yeah, this is going to be a banger. Like he's taking his time. He's not just going to give you these fights, like how you want. He wants to build this shit up so when the fights happen, they gonna hurt or they gonna be amazing. So or both. So
and I love the ultimate version of Mr. Negative, bro. I fucking love the ultimate version.
He's a schemer. He's trying to come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's being put up against a person whose will isn't easily broken.
Yeah.
Right? And he can break everybody else's will. You saw how like fucking Wesley folded like a paper napkin. You know, like most people fold. So when you have somebody like that, like it's going to be a quite interesting task. We'll see how that plays out because they know they got to try to get Spider-Man out the way before any of that gets handled. So it seems like the truce has been agreed upon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So if y'all haven't read this book, please get out there and read it, man. In the interest of time, because I know the other two Negroes haven't read certain books. So we're going to jump into this real quick. These Negroes haven't read certain books, so they were kind of keeping themselves. We're going to jump into this.
I refuse to read Absolute. Right. And then I have the book. I haven't read them. The book's right there on the shelf. Haven't read them. I haven't had time.
Bro.
He called y'all Negroes with the K-N in front of it.
Negroes. listen. And here's the thing, bro. I just recently read the Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman tie-in.
Garbage.
No, it's not.
Trash.
I beg to differ. You haven't read it?
I thought that was dropping Wednesday.
Wait. But you said Wonder Woman, so
bro, it is dropping Wednesday. But if you have the digital whatever, you can read it.
Okay.
You can read it. You can read that now. But the book drops on Thursday. But I couldn't wait on Wednesday. But I couldn't wait. Just like also, Vinny, the season finale of Pluribus drops on Wednesday too.
Yeah, man.
So just want to put that out there real quick. Yep. I fucking love that show.
It's phenomenal.
It's fucking phenomenal. Let's get into this real quick. So, Supergirl trailer drops. As a first trailer, definitely as a first trailer. So how they're framing this, which
let me get a drink.
Okay, so how they're framing this. And what I believe they're framing this is as everything from this movie takes place after her appearance in Superman.
Yes.
Because
she got crypto.
Because she has crypto, right? She came back, she gets crypto, and also we see him urinating on that paper. talking about the events that happened, right? So they're framing it that way. So I'm gonna talk about the positives first, from my point of view. The positives first. The setting looks pretty good. I love her so far, the look of her as Supergirl, right? Aesthetically, I see certain things here. Now I know James Gunn's not directing it, but I still get like a Guardians of the Galaxy feel with this movie.
Exactly.
This feels like it, sort of, right? Okay. Now we know, if you've read Woman of Tomorrow, you know that
she wears a coat like that.
Well, yeah, and where she's at also, she doesn't have access to her powers like that.
No.
Right? So we know that she's, a planet that basically has a different sun. We know this.
But she's
not. And we know what happens. And if they're going to adapt that story, which I don't know if they're going to adapt it beat by beat. They may or may not. I don't know. If they are going to adapt it, then it's going to be told a certain way, and we know what happens in the book, what happens to her, what happens to Crypto. Okay, I get all that. You know what? I'll come back. Benny, what did you think of the trailer, bro? I want to sit on this before I say what I was about to say. But Benny, what did you think about the trailer, bro?
I want to start off with this Woman of Tomorrow book. I got a chance to
great book.
It's a phenomenal book.
Yeah,
I got a chance to read it over the summer because I wanted to kind of hone up on knowledge of the film. I mean, that they might be doing. I found the book to have some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen in a comic. Is absolutely breathtaking art, and I had never really seen any of this other cat's work. Bilky Evely, if I'm butchering that, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
But the art is just absolutely out of this world, phenomenal, and the story I'll admit I had some issues with. It definitely is was kind of the Captain Marvel like girl power vibe before that was probably even a thing, but in not in an annoying way. That's just definitely what they were going for. But the story was cool, and it had definitely some good emotional beats. But I just liked it. Like, I wasn't in love with it. I wasn't blown away by it. I just thought it was really solid and phenomenal artwork. I thought the story was just really good. And I was very curious as to see like what that will mean for a live action version of it. And so if you take away the breathtaking art and kind of like dull down the palette and the scenery and the special effects and the visuals and take away that eye candy, which I have no idea if they have completely because it's a brief trailer, doesn't show a ton. But there's not much of that visual spectacle in the trailer of what we got so far. It's very muted compared to what the book is like. And then you kind of twist the very, it's kind of a solemn, heartfelt story with some unintentional humor, more so than jokes per beat. It's not that type of fun going on in this book. It's a lot of it's basically a revenge story, and it's not a fun time by either of the women in this story. So the tone of the trailer is very, very James Gunn, and we've talked on this show many times about when are we going to see especially like we both talked about like when are we going to see something come at these films from a different angle. This would have been a perfect time for that because she in this book, it is not happy. Like this is somebody who is getting drunk, not because she's a party girl like they make it seem in Superman, but she's getting drunk because she's still processing being all alone.
Lost.
She's lost. She's heartbroken.
Mhm.
She's struggling with
Mhm.
the loss of Krypton in a different way than Kal-El, because Kal-El grew up without it, so he misses it in a different way than she does. She remembers it, so
Mhm.
that is not something that she's been able to just process and move on from. So she is not drinking to be a party girl. She's drinking out of
Sorrow.
she's drinking out of depression.
Like
Um,
me.
and then we got the quirky Walkman like Star Lord, and we got the dog pissing on it like haha, and it's very James Gunny, very Guardians, very Superman, and it's kind of a bastardization of the tone that Tom King set in this book. And I'm not, you can only extrapolate so much from a quick trailer. You might see plenty of that in the film, and they might just feel like that would be too depressing for a trailer. We have to make it seem upbeat and fun, and we'll get to the more heavier shit when they're in their seat. And that could be completely like an intentional strategy that probably I'll be honest would maybe make sense, but from a world DCU building point of view, it's like, all right, how many James Gunn movies are we going to get? And then everyone loves to point out that James Gunn didn't direct this, but James Gunn loves to point out every chance he gets that nothing happens without his
Without
approval.
me. Exactly.
Nothing happens without going through me. And don't worry, if you see it, it's because I gave it my stamp of approval. So I'm hands on with every project. So to me, that's very much like Feige, where you had a formula. You had a way, like you couldn't. We seen it with Ant-Man. We seen it with many other projects where directors had trouble like getting their vision of some of these characters across because Feige kind of puppet stringed a lot of the directors in the early days of Marvel, and for good and bad, because when he stopped, we got kind of the period of Marvel that we got now. So I'm not saying that was all bad, but it was what was going on, and I think that's what's going on now with DCU is that they kind of gunned it up, and made it fun, made it quirky, made it like edgy. And I don't know if that is going to be the right answer for this film. I don't know, but we'll see. There's definitely I love the suit. I love the actress. I think she's going to do a great job with it. I do like like I said, like the story, and I feel like if they go down that road, it might really pay off. I don't know how they do a lot of the things story wise with the story in a film like this because it's so much darker. I like so much of the stuff. Like I don't know how you like some of that stuff is very tough to juggle both sides of that coin. Like there's dark stuff in Guardians that they get away with still being a fun, campy movie and then doing darker shit. And that's not always easy to pull off. So I give Gunn tons of props for being able to do that. But Superman, they didn't pull off really dark stuff because when there was dark stuff, it seemed so the fuck out of place. Like when Rocket is getting experimented on, it doesn't feel out of place in the movie where they're like a musical and singing around and dancing and shit. It makes sense. Like he ties those both together. Whereas in Superman, Lex just executing somebody is like, what the fuck? That doesn't fit in this movie at all. Like where'd that come from? It doesn't. So sometimes like that shit is juggled well, and sometimes it's not. This story has a lot of that in it. It's also going to be interesting to see where like Lobo fits into this because of course he's not part of the Woman of Tomorrow story, and it's going to be a huge draw for a lot of people like myself. Who that's one of my favorite DC villains of all time. Like Lobo's literally the main man. Like he's that dude. So it's going to be a big a big like boost for the people who might be on the fence about seeing it's not is like, oh shit, we get to see Lobo. All right, cool, we'll check it out. Momoa was like born to play that fucking dude. So I'm interested in seeing where it goes. Interested enough to see the trailer to see if they could sell me on it. I wasn't entirely convinced. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably still go and check it out, but I think that they have a chance to do something really interesting with this. I don't think the trailer is proof that they're not going to do a good job, but it didn't sell me that they are going to nail it.
Yeah. For a first trailer, like I said, I'm just waiting for the second one. I mean, I really dug Woman of Tomorrow, the book itself, because it kind of it humanized her character much more when you don't have access to the power that we're used to in an aspect of it. And it's like it's, again, it's telling the story, especially from I keep forgetting the character, the girl.
The one with wanted revenge for her dad.
Yeah, she wanted revenge for her father,
Yeah.
but she's extremely intelligent in the way she speaks.
She's real smart.
Yeah, it's like she's really, really smart.
Mhm.
But from her standpoint, and even everything that happened in the
Rookie.
cantina. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I want to see, as a first trailer, I knew it was just going to be more of a introduction and spectacle, throwing in like a little segue into like Lobo himself. So I knew that was going to happen, just like a little piece of it.
Yeah.
They had to show that. I mean, they knew everybody wanted to see it, but for it, I guess it did what a trailer was supposed to do, but I was still kind of underwhelmed with it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It just didn't give me that thing. But again, I'm gonna trust the process and I'm gonna see it when it comes out. What's your thoughts on it, bro?
Probably echoing y'all sentiment, man. I think this one, as Vinny pointed out, I think I won't really waiting to see the rest of this world. And the odd thing to me is this didn't even look like James Gunn's Superman. Like it looked like Guardians. The vehicles,
yeah,
were
it did,
similar.
bro.
Exactly.
The space they were in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The sets where it's like we saw it. If Star-Lord had walked in, it would have been it. You know what I mean? And the trench coat,
Yeah,
of course, those
exactly.
elements in other places, but
Yeah,
I think the set is what made it look like Guardians.
yeah.
Made everything else look like Guardians, and the use of music. Starting with the joke, I don't like P. I don't know if I'm unique with that, but
Yeah.
it started out nasty as hell as well. The
Yeah.
trailer did.
Yeah.
So right from the jump, it turned me off, man. But it didn't. I didn't hate it, but I think you used the term underwhelmed is how it felt. You know what I mean? It didn't make me not want to see it, but it didn't make me. It didn't get me excited either. And I'm gonna have to be honest with you. I think I'm a little bit different than y'all. I like, even though I like that book, but I'm not super excited about seeing Supergirl on the big screen quite yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad that they're doing it, but I'm just saying my excitement is already low. So I do need to be pumped up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It never, it never would have been my choice for a second DCU film.
No, it should have been Wonder Woman.
That's it, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I don't know if it's James Gunn, because James Gunn did cast her. I did hear him bragging about casting her. So him casting her in Superman must have meant the start of the movie or whatever. So that let us know that he at least has his hands on that, because usually it is the director is usually more hands-on with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he did take pride in that, man. But with that being said, man, the positive from it, like you said, it was a small trailer.
Mhm.
You could see her world being destroyed. There was little glimpses here and there that was like, okay, that's dope. It was very small.
Yeah.
From a technical part, which is important to me, it looked good. The visual effect, the little scene at the end when she was swinging and stuff, actually looked pretty good. You know what I mean? It looked like they did put some money in the visual effects, that it won't look as cheap, because though famously I like the Superman movie, the visual effects wasn't my favorite thing, if it makes sense. It was some stuff. It was cool. The world he built, it fitted, but I still prefer to lean more towards the realism. You know what I'm saying? Like either realism or super stylized. And Superman was somewhere in the middle, so it was hard to get the tone. This trailer, just a little piece in the trailer, looked a little bit better visual effects wise than what I saw in Superman.
Mhm.
And again, it was just that one scene at the end that was like, that looks cool. And some of the Guardians of the Galaxy-ish things look dope. Like when they showed Lobo in the dark coming out, that setting, I was like, okay, that's cool. And that's something I didn't see in Superman at all. You know what I'm saying?
And they got to work it out because virtually every planet they visit in that story, it's aliens.
Yeah.
Right. Which is you're right. It's hard to judge that part yet. So it's so crazy, dude, because I love Guardians. Guardians had moments where it really opened up the world. But if you even look at Guardians 1, they were in prison during these scenes. They're on a ship for some of these scenes. They were on the planet that was one of the city. What the big? They was on that planet that was the head or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
nowhere.
All the set pieces, even though it was this open world, they had shots where they would show a lot. But most of the scenes were very, very, very enclosed. And this trailer showed that. So again, the comic book, you're seeing these beautiful worlds, but the trailer showed what felt like that sounds so horrible. It was very good looking sets. But it just had that closed in feeling. You know what I'm saying? Whereas then I'm waiting to see more openness, and we didn't get that from the trailer.
No landscapes. I was hoping for some landscapes.
Yeah, exactly, yo.
Yeah,
it felt like everything was contained. It was just too contained.
Right.
We got a sense of who she is and what she's doing, but you contained the film to just one. We didn't see. I don't know. It was just. It's sort of like. It reminded me the planet that they were on and the way they seen and like you said, it did remind me of Nowhere from the Guardians.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Right.
So,
dude, it is dope, man. And shout out to One Angry Hermit, man. I like what he said about starting with Superman, just like the comics, resisting running straight to Batman. So I do appreciate. It's weird. I appreciate taking their time with Batman, Wonder Woman. I'm excited to see them. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it not being the Trinity, being the first 3 movies, but Supergirl still isn't. I don't know. It still ain't on that list.
She's not a Trinity member, bro. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, bro. That's just how it's always been.
Especially after you just showed me a dope ass Mr. Terrific. You know what I'm saying?
Because
just if I had to stick with the appearances in that movie, there was other characters I would have thrown out before her. But,
so after this film, are we getting Clayface or are we getting Superman next?
Clayface first.
Clayface first, then Superman.
Oh no, I thought Clayface dropped first.
So Clayface
is done filming.
So Clayface is going to drop, and then we get another Superman movie.
Yeah, right. And then you got Green Lantern, the TV show.
Oh yeah, Green Lantern TV show.
Lame.
Just Jay, I'm gonna let you go last. I already know what you're about to say.
You like Clayface now, yeah.
Bloomer, what's your thought on this trailer, bro?
Just seeing how she popped out and kind of surprised me because it was really, nobody was really talking about that as I went in to view that or spoiled it for me. So that was a surprise to see her at the end of the film. Mm-hmm. And knowing how she kind of carried herself in that scene, it was giving me the feeling like, okay, it's going to kind of be a little bit more like the energy of her film's kind of going to be like more in your face, I guess, and more frenetic or frenetic, whatever word you want to use. And I feel like the James Gunny vibe would fit better with the story that they're trying to tell there because they're going to be in space, like knowing that, his formula or the most successful stuff has been things that take place in space. And so I felt like his vibe would probably be best suited there as opposed to how it was received in the Superman film. So that's kind of the whole situation here. I'm selfishly hoping it's a decent movie so I can get me a Supergirl figure. And we'll be buying to the hype at least. At the very minimum, that is what I'm hoping for here. But I just can't shake this feeling as to who do they expect? There's 2 questions here. Who do they expect to come in and watch this passionately? And how effectively are they going to market to them to come out and see this movie?
Lobo fans.
You know, you got Jason Momoa fans. You probably got some, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon fans coming to see
No, they're
this.
Lobo fans, man. Lobo.
I'm not Spider, Superman fans or
Was she in the
whatever.
Dragon? How she was only in like a couple episodes, right?
But her fucking episodes were fucking crazy, bro.
Mm.
And her performance, the internet ate up her performance. So she did really well. When
Yeah.
old girl took over for her, it took a minute for people to kind of get adjusted to old girl, but the older Rainier fucking killed it. Really, they both did. But it's just like people really love the story of her, of young Rainier at the time. So. I'm really, really excited to see what happens here. Trying to keep the optimism, but I am curious to see, how well they're going to get their audience into the theater and really feel passionate for when to go and see this. Because right now, I'm kind of like lukewarm in terms of like I'm like asking myself, am I going to want to see this like that weekend? It's really it's got to pick up a lot of momentum for me personally, for me to get there, so I want to see it like opening weekend. Like the trailer was cool. It gives a good peek as to what's out there in the overall DC universe, especially like out in space, cosmically, if you will. But that's that at this point, Jack. So you know. You hear the grunts from these guys in here; they're not impressed. Like it's mostly just like meh right now until it picks up some real momentum. Um, really out there, I think it's going to struggle to find that audience. Which, again, like I've illustrated, there's so many people it's trying to pull into. Is that going to be enough pools of people to really make this a successful endeavor? Is really my question.
Bro. See, I guess here's the thing that I'm not detached from, and I'm sorry. And it just must be me. Somebody brought it up there. I'm as much as I'm excited for, Millie Alcott to do whatever she does, because I know she's going to kill it. I still haven't detached myself from Sasha Callahan because I don't think they basically gave her a fair go.
They did her so dirty, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like I wanted to see her interpretation because I thought she was so good in it, in the role.
Mm-hmm.
She was that shining beacon in that movie
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to see more of. You know what I mean? Like, and that was like almost a great introduction to her, the way it was done.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And, yeah, man. If this movie's ass, I'll go and pick that up. There will be no reason to go and do this, but we'll see.
You know what I mean? Like I just love Sasha, but I still want to give Millie a chance. And I don't think it's her. It's definitely not her because I know she's an amazing. If you ever see House of the Dragons, I love that movie after watching that because she was such a. I hated when they did the transition, but I understood because even the girls playing her now is killing it. So I love it. I can't wait till Thursday. But anyway,
it's least likely that her acting will fail the project. It's more likely that the writing, the vibe, and everything around the story will fail her. So that's what probably the likely outcome. But again, to me, it just needs to gain momentum. And find its audience and keep striking at that audience until the best result.
Yeah. My bad, Jay. What's your it's like you know what Jay gonna say before he says it, bro. We're gonna hear some trash.
I had to my drink first.
All that. So what's your thoughts, bro? Like,
I finish my drink, bro.
Are you gonna give it a chance, bro? Are you going to give this movie a chance? I mean, you got to give it a chance, bro.
When this dropped, what about a week ago or something? I think I called Prop and talked to him and said, I called Prop right away and said, "Bro, you see this dog shit?"
don't remember the dog shit part, but he
But
did
I
say
said,
something like that.
this is fucking trash. You see this shit? I said, bro, this is fucking this is like watching Guardians of the Galaxy. He's wearing the fucking Supergirl shoot. Like,
yeah. I don't even think I argue with you. That's how I did it,
bro. This is bullshit. Like, listen, and that's why it's like, okay, you letting everybody know that you're James Gunn, and this is your studio. Even if you're not directing it, you're still gonna have her with Star-Lord's fucking Walkman and his jacket. Even though in the comic she does wear an overcoat like that, I get that. Okay, but it just felt like I was watching another part of Guardians with a different member. I don't know, bro. Like, the Lobo thing was the only highlight of that whole thing, and it was only for 2 seconds. But if they're gonna do this story like the comic book, I'm gonna be satisfied. I know I will. Because the comic book was fantastic, but I don't know where the whole Lobo aspect is gonna come from. But it is what it is. But if the story is done right from the book, then maybe I'll have a turnaround. But it's like watching Guardians 4.0 to me. That's the whole vibe it gave me. I just wasn't like, yo, you're not even directing this shit, and you're still putting your stamp on this fucking film. It's like I don't like that, bro. Like, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, man. And I know what she's going through, because of what she's going through as far as her loss from her losing her home world, and the reason why she goes away and drinks, and she's so sorrowful and she's depressed because of how she lost her family and stuff like that. I get that, but it just feels like a 4.0 of Guardians. Like her whole mannerism. It's like a female Star-Lord. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. I just got to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I mean, I'll give it a chance because, like I said, it's Supergirl, and I love the character. I have a lot of her books. I have this book, and it's a good book. She's a good character, but I just don't want to see her as Star-Lord with a vagina. I don't want to see that.
Have we all read Woman of Tomorrow?
Yeah. I have.
Is it just me? Is it just me?
Mm-hmm.
Or is what they do to Clem the most evil shit you've ever seen?
Bruh.
It's the most evil ending for a villain I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I got done reading it.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
It's dark as fuck, bro. Like, this book is dark.
This is a good.
There's no way they do that ending. There's no way they do that to the villain. No way.
Right.
They'll kill him off, but not like that.
Not like that.
Dark.
That was foul, bro. That was
they'll
fucking
kill him
foul.
off, but not like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man, because I have my indifferences because of the fact that I really love the book. The fucking World of the Woman of Tomorrow is if you have not read it, if you want to read it before the movie comes out, I recommend you can pick it up now and still buy it. In the comic book stores now. It's a good read. You see Kara vulnerable. You see Kara a little unhinged, but you also see her, kind of befriending this kid because she kind of feels somewhat bad for her about what happened to her or whatever to help her out. It's a good read, man. But I'm just not feeling the vibe from this film right now. I don't know. There's only a couple of seconds into the trailer, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I wasn't happy.
Well,
go figure. Like everybody know that already.
Well, listen. Hopefully, put it this way, man. Like all other projects, I'm gonna definitely give it a chance.
Yeah, you got to.
And I'm with you, my man, One Angry Hermit. I probably get some. I watch literally, bro, and I'm not saying that in his universe Snyder hasn't had flaws with certain things, but I watched the Justice League because I actually loved his version of Justice League. I love it.
Me too.
I love how broody it was. I love aspects of it, and I had a great time with it.
Yeah.
The thing is, there needs to be, because like, look, James Gunn has flaws, Snyder has flaws. There needs to be
both do.
There needs to be a marriage with this universe, to whereas you add elements of both to get something really fantastic.
Something, yeah.
You know what I mean? Without your director being all in your videos.
Oh my God! All on your press tours,
all on your press tours,
all your autograph things,
all over Twitter. You know what I mean? All over that. Yeah,
all over TikTok.
Come to Marvel.
Come to Marvel. Come to Marvel.
Yeah, I mean, but
nah,
I'm gonna definitely give it a chance, because, like I said, bro,
motherfuckers be like, look, why are you making bird noise?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be dismissive at the simple fact that James Gunn is an incredible director, bro. He has good intentions with him. He put, Marvel owned, they owe him, because he did put Guardians of the Galaxy on the map. That roadmap and that movie and those movies was painted perfectly, in my opinion. The way he did it, I don't like what he did with Adam Warlock, but that's a different story.
Oh God,
that's different, but entertaining at best. And I know that, with him, it has reinvigorated the DC universe, and to the point where there is hope. And so I live off of that space. I live in that space because I do want to see what Muschietti does with Brave and the Bold, because he knocked Welcome to Derry. That is one of my favorite shows of all time right now.
Bro.
Welcome to Derry was a masterpiece.
Fucking masterpiece. So I want to see what he does with Brave and the Bold, because I know he can pull that shit off, because he knows how to tell a story. That team was fucking phenomenal, bro. I cannot wait for the fucking second season of Welcome to Derry. I love it, bro. But I want to see what we get. You know what I mean? I want to see Wonder Woman. I mean, I want to see what happens with the Titans, going down the road. I want to see these things coming to fruition, hopefully. So let's go, man. I want to see Absolute Batman.
You see what Ren said?
Yeah.
You see what Ren said?
What did he say?
Ren's trying to act like me. What did he say?
I watched this 5 times and it's still whack.
Hey, you don't see them quotation marks? He's quoting you.
I know.
My man get a kick out of
You
his
should have watched it 5 times and it's still whack.
Still whack.
My man found another way to say it. Yo, look at what Ren said, man. Look what Ren said.
Wow. But
Check this out.
Fucking Ren's, man. Ren's a troublemaker. But other than that, man, like, great show tonight, fellas. We will definitely be back next Monday for some decent shit. Thank you, S Beam. Hit that like button. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
My brother.
Prop, man, what you got going on, man? What can we expect? What can we expect from you, baby? What can we expect from you, baby?
Bro. Box openings for the rest of the dude. I'm editing an Ecto, one of those wrong show, but I got a 1/12 scale Ecto 1A that I just opened up from HasLab, dude. It's crazy. So I got that box opening. This bad boy.
Got the blade.
Me and my daughter gonna do a box opening on this.
Awesome.
I got 3 different Rambo figures that's been sitting on the floor for, I don't know.
Bro, you gotta open them, bro. I want to see them, dog.
Me and my son gonna open it this week, man. We all together. So we probably gonna pop in First Blood 1.
Yeah, I want to see
probably
them,
watch that one more time. And
nothing is over.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing is over, baby.
Bro, that scene at the end.
That was dope, bro.
That was an acting, yo. What else, man? I think that's it, dude. I got a lot of stuff, man. Dude, I got
$1 million equipment. Can't get a job.
Working with a red cinema camera. And if you're a cinematographer, no movies, like that's, dude, that thing is beautiful, man. I just did a little promo for my vinyl. and people think it was a promo. It wasn't a promo. It was a test, a camera test to see if I can get that camera to work. It took me 2 weeks just to get it to mix, just for it to pick up sound. But
That's what's up, man.
but very. Well, if you could check it out, if y'all follow me elsewhere, dude, it's cinematic. That's right out of the camera. That's no color grading, no nothing. I think I can make Supergirl movie.
Yo, he said, "Saw that Spawn, bro."
Yo.
Oh no, nah, bro.
You know what?
Son.
That boy said, "Saw that Spawn."
Nah, son.
Oh man, bro.
I ain't selling that Spawn, bro.
Bro.
Man, y'all tripping, man. The Spawn is dope, man. It's just small.
Bruh. And overpriced.
It's overpriced, but that money gone, bro.
Oh man.
That money's gone, son.
Don't say that too loud.
But
bro.
I did move it. It did get moved deeper into.
Yeah, move that to the back of the studio.
It's no longer on the shelf. It did.
He's gonna eventually move it off screen.
Move that off screen, all the way off.
It's
Nobody
like when
see
you
that
drive a
shit.
motorcycle and you don't really take up a parking spot.
Yeah,
You just-
yeah.
Right.
Hey,
move it up. Move it
next-
over.
Next stop, the desk at work.
That's it.
The next stop, bro.
Get it to the school. Get it to
For all
the
the
school.
small
bro.
figures go to die.
Get it to the school.
Damn, bro. Damn.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
man. That's
bro.
it, baby. I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
Appreciate it, bro. Hurry up
Looking
and get
forward to
that-
Wednesday.
Yeah, bro, definitely, man. Appreciate it, man. Wednesday's gonna be dope. It's gonna definitely be dope. Jason, man, what's going on with you, bro? Take that.
Nothing, man. Just no.
Pause.
No
Bro, I gotta
baby
see
oil.
that video.
No baby oil, man.
Yo, Ghost.
No.
That video
Yo,
of Ghostface.
That video is funny as hell, man. He said, "I can't say meat, nigga.
I can't even go to the store.
He said, my brother's going. When you in jail, you said, motherfucker, you say I blew that nigga. You can't even say that." And I'm like, yo, I was crying. That shit funny
He's
as
like,
hell.
you can't even say I'm a meat.
Pause.
But he got the store.
You can't even say I need meat at the store.
Wait,
You can't even say
what did he say?
Yo,
He said,
Can't say shit.
he
He
said
said, when you stab a nigga in
when
jail.
you stab a nigga in jail,
They say,
like
"I
you
blew
slice
that
a nigga, they say
nigga.
I blew that nigga in Rikers.
Oh hell!
Yeah,
See, that's
right.
that's
They say that now, boy. They're like, pause.
I blew that nigga. That's what, and it was like, yo,
That means you
pause,
stab
bro.
somebody. When you stab
that is.
somebody.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, yo, he get paused everywhere.
Yo, he sent me that video yesterday. I was cracking.
Bro, I was dying.
Oh my god. Yo.
Anyway,
Oh my!
No, I'm just getting
God.
ready for the holiday, fam. I
Yeah.
can't wait. Family coming through. I think
Yeah.
tomorrow. Everybody should be here tomorrow or whatever. And we're just gonna have a good time, bro.
yeah,
I
appreciate it,
love
bro.
Christmas. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Mhm.
Thank you for coming through as always.
Mhm.
Vinny, man, what's going on with you, bro?
I'm in
Hold
the
on, wait. Did Amber make some cookies, bro?
It's Christmas time, of course.
Do
Bro,
y'all
I'm having
have-
to order. I'm having
Bro,
to order.
wait. Do you all have some?
I can see what I'll see what I can do.
Are you off tomorrow, bro?
Depends
I'm
on the
gonna
weather.
show up
We
to the
supposed to get bad
crib.
weather tonight.
Huh?
It depends on the weather. We're supposed to have bad weather tonight. So when your gift over, I'll make sure I bring some.
Bro,
It's gonna
I
snow
need
tomorrow.
them cookies, bro.
Yeah,
I
man.
need them cookies, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
gonna snow tomorrow.
Huh?
It's gonna snow tomorrow.
Yeah, they said they're talking about snow and rain.
It should be cold here tomorrow. It'll be cold
It
here
might
tomorrow.
be it might be a wintry mix. So as
Yeah.
long as
Yeah.
So
It's supposed to be 81 degrees in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tomorrow,
I mean,
81
pros,
degrees.
pros and cons. We got snow and rain, but no gators. So
Yeah, it's no
Yeah,
cold.
no gators, bro.
No cold.
you know.
No
So-
gator meat, bro.
Ah,
It is good.
But yeah, man, it's
Okay.
it's been I've been having a blast just watching Christmas flicks and just
Yeah.
like doing family stuff and spending a lot of family time this month. So I've been enjoying getting finishing touches on Christmas and all that stuff. And TV has been phenomenal. Like we talked earlier about Dairy. If you haven't seen that, please I implore you to check out that show. Even if you're not a big
Please,
fan
bro.
of it, it's just great filmmaking. It's
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
incredible show. And Pluribus, again, I've been talking about Pluribus. Anybody who listens, it's absolutely phenomenal concept
Yes.
and execution by Vince Gilligan, Rita Seahorn, and all those good people. Just Proper, are you watching Pluribus? Because the
Yeah.
visuals alone, I know
Yes.
it's not enough.
Bro, I've been telling everybody about it, man. It's because I got a homie that's really, really into Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Because Better Call
And
Saul's cinematography is some of the best
Yeah.
cinematography I've ever seen
it
until now.
escalates. Yep.
So
Because
now,
It escalates, man.
gorgeous.
If you think about
bro,
it, Breaking Bad started out that way. Breaking Bad was
Yeah.
creative, but it wasn't as crisp. It got
Right.
better over the seasons,
It's like
whereas
he
then
got
Better Call
more-
Saul hopped in.
It's like he got more control to be able to. It's like Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He didn't have the rope. Like
Right.
he has the freedom
Right.
now to do those shots. He probably couldn't have got away with that shit in the Breaking
Yeah.
Bad days. But now they
Yeah.
can't tell him shit. He got fuck you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he got power
Yeah.
now. He got
bro,
power.
you know
And
the
then-
beautiful
Creative, man.
thing about Pluribus, it, bro, it's the environment, it's the visuals, but it's also it teaches you so much about the human condition, bro.
It's subtlety.
Yeah. It's
Because there's a lot of people
yep.
who watch it while they're on their phone and they're like, "This is boring." But there's so much shit going on that they just don't hold your hand.
They don't.
Right.
That's
They
it. It's
don't.
like it's beautiful subtleties, beautiful
It's
storytelling.
so good,
Anyway,
bro.
Pluribus
Yeah.
is just absolutely fire. But I will admit, it's not for everybody.
It's
So,
not
yeah,
for
if
everybody.
you
Yeah.
want-
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. I'm
fine.
learning that.
That's
I'm
fine
learning
because
But,
there's
bro-
people who hate watch it and like just can't wait to type, "Oh, this is boring." Then don't watch
Yeah,
it. Then
yeah.
like,
Bro.
if you don't like it,
If
keep
she
moving.
doesn't get, she needs, bro. She is
She should have won the Emmy for Better Call Saul. It's a crime that she did not.
Yo,
Yeah.
son. Yeah.
bro.
Hey, and it
she
makes
is
sense that they
it's
waited for her. Remember, she
Yeah.
got pregnant. They waited a year for her.
Yep.
Bro.
She's
Bro.
now,
Yes, you
when,
wait.
When they said Vince and Rhea are making the show, I was like, you don't gotta tell
Yeah.
me shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's fucking
Master
go.
class in
Uh,
acting, bro.
and then,
Master.
um,
Even the co-star, what's her name? She's
Yeah.
killing it, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like just
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I'm gonna be sad to see it go with the finale coming up on Wednesday, and then right
Yeah.
after Wednesday, after like Christmas night, we got the next 3 Stranger Things episodes.
Stranger Things.
And-
Right.
and put in your
bro.
fucking calendar because every one of them is movie length.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Oh, is
You
it?
know.
Yeah. I know the last one they're actually playing in the theater too, right?
Yeah.
And if you
That's all
ain't
the tickets,
watching,
yeah.
bro, we got the Christmas episode of Abbott Elementary and Bloomer. But yeah, I don't want to spoil that for nobody. We'll wait. You know, I don't want to spoil that. I don't want to
Dude,
spoil
I'm
that.
so
But anyway,
behind on that,
finish,
bro.
finish.
I'm so behind on.
You're behind on what, Pluribus?
Oh, Abbott Elementary.
Well, you gotta watch this Christmas episode. It's dope. Anyway, finish, Vinny.
Yeah, man, that's about it. I'm just catching up on reading. I've been having a lot of fun with all the current reads. I feel like so many titles are firing on all cylinders. Marvel,
Yes.
DC, and Independence.
Yes.
So please go hit up your brick and mortars. Look,
Yes.
if you're unfamiliar with buying comics, go pick out a cover you like, give it a shot. I think that there's a lot of phenomenal comics on the shelves.
Yes.
I think there was a unfortunate stretch like here and there where Western Vacation. I think right now the industry has this big push on storytelling and good art,
Yes.
and there's so much quality titles on the
Yeah.
shelves. It doesn't really feel too cash grabby, gimmicky. Tons of unnecessary spin-offs. Like
Yeah.
when I'm looking out those shelves, I'm like, yo, even the shit I'm not getting, I'm like, I could see myself doubling back and getting a lot of these because so many of my pulls, a lot of times I'm like, all right, I'm getting these, but I'm waiting until it gets good again. But they're dope. Like
Yeah.
Avengers is good. Like Daredevil is fire. Like
Yes.
Ultimates is great. Battle Beast. There's so many. Image is killing it. I want it eventually. I'm gonna talk with Leo. Like we gotta eventually do a show shouting out Image because
Yeah.
it sort of crosses events like Skin Breaker. They're killing it at Image, and those creators get their due and their money. They get
Yeah.
paid directly, and they just throw in a tip. Whereas other companies, we see it all the
They
time.
get to own a little bit of the rights to some of the stuff too, right?
Yeah,
Some of
like
the ones that
we'll
great
do
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
We'll
Seen
do a
with
couple
the
Image
Miles
shows.
Morales story a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago with Sarah Pacelli not getting making a comment about not getting
Not getting her royalties for it, bro.
Right.
go to Image.
Go to Image,
Right.
bro. That's fucked up, but
Yeah,
it is what it is, man. But no, we'll definitely do that, bro. We'll definitely do that, man.
it should be fun.
We'll definitely do that.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas for real. Bloomer, take us. You never know what you're gonna get. Bloomer,
Yeah.
take us off, bro. What you got, man? What's up?
Man, first and foremost, always a blessing and a pleasure to be here with my brothers and talking shop and talking about all these different things that we have passions for, still have passions for. That is our God-given right. We hope, we think. At the end of the day, please make sure that you are safe this holiday season, wherever you may travel, whatever you may be doing. Especially if you're out there drinking, please drink responsibly, and we don't want to lose any more people this holiday season. So please be safe out there as well. So personally, for me, as you guys heard the long story, I just got in Commander Wolf. So if you are going over to my Facebook or going over
Yeah,
to my
yeah,
Instagram,
yeah.
you can check out the pictures I took of Commander Wolf. They came out really good. So shout out
Yeah.
to you, CT 3636 on that one. Yes, and again, another thing I do want to point out too is holiday season is tough. It is tough on the mental as well. It is also a reminder for those who are still going about those who have passed. It's also a reminder of the people you may have lost as the year progressed. You may have lost them just this year, or things that have happened in your past and in your childhood or in your life in general that this time may bring up. I am encouraging you to just reach out to if you need to reach out to us here on the panel. We love you guys. So I think I speak for all of us on there that we whatever time that we have, we'd be willing to give it to you guys if you are reaching out and you need someone to speak to. We are here for you guys, and that's first and foremost because
100%.
I'm in the gaming community and we just have two people, and one of them in gaming and the movie community, we just lost two people that decided that they didn't want to check in 2026. So again, please make sure you check on your people.
Hmm.
Uh, Send a message. You ain't send a message to a friend in a while. You ain't checked on them in a while. Just check on them, man. It is a holiday season. If you too busy now, you'll never not be busy enough to reach out. Take the time this holiday while you have a break, even on the short breaks that people may have. Take that time. And then lastly, for personal stuff, I just recently got signed to Lockdown Records, and I have a hip hop Christmas album coming out. So we got some classics on there, such as Santa Claus is Coming on Moms, Jingle Balls, I'm Dreaming
Oh,
of a White Woman, Frosty the Dope Man, All I Want for Christmas is the Chargers Drop, These Nuts Roasting on Open Fire, A Sleigh Ride in My 64, Straight Out of the North Pole, and of course, Annie Up Bitch, It's Christmas. So again, please make sure you go over to my Instagram, go check it out. The link is there for Hip Hop Christmas. Yes, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. You guys know the rotation at this point: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You're here with us on Monday. Comic Book Talk with Friends. Wednesday will be right at you with Say What Wednesday, talking about whatever Hot Toys decides to drop. I know you guys saw K2SO from Andor, so really interesting. We still have some news here to talk about as we round out the year. So again, we'll also be capping, I think, on Christmas Day or Christmas night. We'll also be capping our top 10 figures, or maybe we'll be waiting on that. So just stay tuned. And of course, Figure Flex Friday. Go check us out there. The holiday. The holiday. Bro, you're killing me right now. Our holiday contest is ending right now. So again, please make sure you get your submissions out. Hashtag check out the featured post over there on the Facebook group and have a ball. We still have quite a few of tickets, or a couple tickets to give out. So please make sure you go hand out those tickets. And again, please have a wonderful and Merry Christmas.
Mm-mm-mm.
Couldn't say it better myself.
Me neither. Me neither.
that's a line from the Brady Bunch movie. Couldn't say it better myself, but I'll try.
That's right.
Goodbye.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know how. I just don't know. I don't know how he does it.
God bless and good night.
God bless and good night. Everybody, again, everything that he said. Mom, love you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope you are resting. She's not, she is resting because it's late. To see you tomorrow, Mom.
She didn't hear that
Everybody out
backwards.
there to have a great holiday, have a great Christmas, man, for real. Celebrate with your loved ones, your families. Remember for the kiddos and all that, man. Love y'all. Peace.